no.
I did.
Oh, I didn't
saw
even
it.
recognize him at
Right.
first.
Oh wow.
I like
Going up.
the fucking squinty eyes, the shifty, suspicious eyes.
Professor
Can you make him
Law.
big? How do I make him bigger?
Yeah, make him
I want to
big.
make him big.
Oh
Get
man.
big.
It's funny
Hold on.
because you'd expect law to be spelled L-A-W when they're a professor, but it's L-A-A-A-A-H exclamation point.
Grimlaw's Loblog.
Yeah, that's right. I've been watching those again. Those are so good.
Oh man. It's fucking best. It's
So good.
the fucking best. Alright, 1 second. Big Grimlock coming up in 1 hot second.
Oh, I have a straight up hat of disguise now. Fuck me.
Yeah, you
I
got
know.
that. But guys, we don't have a Lantern of Revealing anymore.
I know. I was listening today, and I was thinking to myself, we probably are gonna need that. There's probably like invisible dragons
Nah,
or
this-
some shit.
Nah, we're fine.
Dude, we would die if there was an invisible dragon.
Nah.
Well, now we will. We don't have a lantern of revealing.
I mean, to be fair though, if we didn't have the Hat of Disguise, we would probably die on our trip up.
Yeah. And honestly, Krennic just wanted Grimlaw to be smart.
I still.
Oh,
not,
I forgot about that.
that's right.
Nine
it
is
was for
still not
that
on
thing.
board. Nine's still not on board with
I
it.
forgot it was. For
I'm not
that,
either.
yeah.
He's sentient. Oh, he's smarter than all of us.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
actually
going
the
to
smartest
be-
one in the party.
He is going to start being an asshole. I just know it.
I mean, you should
He is a teenager.
superimpose the crown is on him, and he can't take it off
Why can't he take it off?
because
Because
he'll go
it'd
dumb.
be stupid.
Well, yeah, but
He's only smart because he's wearing it.
remember
all
the
know
Rick
this.
and Morty with the dog? Look what we've done.
It's not permanent though. We've got a
Who's-
safety word. We have a safe word. Remember?
Yeah, Bonsai.
No.
Whoa!
Bonza.
Was that-
Bonza?
I thought it was banana. Shit.
Whoa, we're getting real fucked here. I can't wait till we get to the moment where Klug is yelling banana for some reason and nobody knows why.
He's questioning us.
Klug, what are you talking about? Banana!
Shifty eyes.
Boobies!
We all just start yelling things.
God. Alright, so the caravan has left Baldur's Gate about several days ago, and you have chosen a spot for yourselves somewhere in the middle of this moving horde or small city. You continue to head northwards. It's pretty common to rotate which wagon or wagons cook breakfast. I can't talk.
Oh, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Love
Cook
breakfast.
some breakfast. Which wagons participate in collecting loose downed wood or even chop some fresh wood for fires at night. It's very much like a moving commune.
For 40 days, right?
None of you
And
or
40
your
nights.
wagon has been tagged for rotation just yet, considering the large number of participants here. But it's pretty common to stop several times a day for miscellaneous things. I think it's about every 3 hours or so, give or take, where there's like a mandatory stop, and it's just like a roadblock traffic jam on the highway. Everyone in front of you who's clearly done this many, many times, like, you're kind of forcefully stuck within the flow of traffic, so to speak. And let's just pick up several days in.
Right, so am I in the... So I'm trying to be concealed, right? Like, am I in the big keg or am I in the thing that's trailing behind us?
Why don't you tell us where you are?
I'd like to confer with my party.
Well, from what I remember, that hat disguise, if you just wear it, you could be anywhere you want to be.
Gra shoves the hat on and he immediately becomes 1 foot taller. And he's like, "Ha ha! This thing's awesome!" And he starts flexing.
But you're still yourself, just taller?
I'm still, yeah, just 1 foot bigger, like taller.
I don't think that's what we want.
That's
Oh,
going to attract attention.
I think that, and I nudge Oric and I say, does he think that he is 1 foot taller? Because 9 remembers last time that the rules were that the sizes will not change with the hat.
Yeah.
It will change
yeah,
your
it's-
appearance, but you.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Physically.
oh.
Does he think he is taller, Oric?
Groz starts poking his muscles and he sees his finger going through just a little bit. He's like, oh shit.
It's too good to be true.
There you
No.
go.
I could seem 1 foot shorter or taller. But
Oh,
my
there you go.
silhouette
Perfect.
can't
Ah, there it is. Awesome.
Oh,
So that is the rule. So it can be 1 foot. Gotcha.
but
change. But it's an illusion.
it's
Seem-
like you're.
seem 1 foot shorter. If anything
Yeah.
physically touches it, there's actually nothing there.
Oh, so your eyes are now coming out of your chin.
Interesting.
What
Like-
what do you suppose I should disguise myself as?
A nobody.
Yeah.
A 1
Put on
foot
Like a barrel
shorter-
man? How about this? And then poof! Like there's a barrel around him with some
And-
suspenders. It's
and
like,
you've
it's
got,
just
like-
will this work?
You've got like the giant curly.
Oh yeah, the curly
mustache.
mustache. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work actually.
Oh, I'll just be barrel man.
Yeah, your
Okay.
clothes are in the wash.
I represent this fine establishment of beer makers and associates.
Maybe don't advertise that we're beer makers, or we'll get a lot of attention.
Oh,
right.
but it's not ready yet, and it's really stinky.
What have you
Yeah.
been? How have you been behaving or acting on these first few days?
9 is. Are you talking about
Who's driving?
anybody or just?
I thought Oric and 9, or was it?
Yeah,
or
I
was
thought
it
we were
Krennic
rotating.
and 9? Yeah, I don't know.
Krennic and 9 were up front.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we're.
Ha.
Oh, do we need to do that?
Yeah, why not?
No.
No, I mean it makes sense. I couldn't remember. I didn't hear what you said though.
You still have your ring too. You could talk with animals.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, if
probably-
anything, I'm
can't-
aiding you, so you get advantage.
For a 6?
no, I aid 9.
Right, right.
Ring
I
of
get- I get
animal
what you mean.
influence.
I was trying
I
to
think
fold an
these-
existing roll
Yeah.
into it.
No.
Okay.
Don't our horses look majestic? And then it pans down to like mules.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna roll this time. See what happens. See if we can just get some free skills.
Oh, good
Probably
luck.
not. Probably
down,
not.
roll Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Average.
Yeah. It's not too hard to drive a horse-drawn wagon
It's flat.
stuck in the middle of like 40 other wagons. It's just like
Okay.
You crash it into a ditch.
you're doing great though. You're doing great.
So, I will keep my hood up at all times
Okay.
because I don't want to be recognized, and I get an advantage on stealth checks against people trying to make perception checks against
Nice. 9, do you have that cool new cloak on?
I do. It looks great, especially because we're not going very fast at all. But it is billowing,
me.
and more than anybody else's cloak, which is great.
It's
And
kind of like a wind tunnel. Like it almost looks like you're going really fast, even though the wagon's just.
yeah,
Very
exactly.
nice.
And nobody else's is blowing. It's like Doctor Strange's cape, you know. It's just doing its own
Yeah.
thing. And then I am also disguised because I am hideous with my burned fur, and I look like pretty much one of these dudes. I disguise myself to look like one of these dudes in the road trip image, just like a human
Oh yeah.
standard.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, light armor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. What's everyone else been up to?
Gra has found that he enjoys perching on top of the keg, the big keg, but he looks like a medium-sized keg on top of that. He's just kind of like sitting Indian style up top, but he just appears to be a keg.
Oh, like a literal keg.
Yeah, and he's just kind of looking
Just
around.
watching the.
He's just enjoying the air flowing through his hair, but he appears to be a keg on top of a giant keg.
That would work actually. Yeah.
He's just looking out.
He's just like sitting there naked, and if
Yeah.
if anyone had a lantern of revealing, they might see like a bare naked Gra with like his hair blowing, just sitting cross-legged. But what
Yep.
everyone else truly sees is a smaller keg sat atop a very large barrel-shaped keg.
Biddy, I don't like that you just dropped that hint. We are all gonna get fucked by this.
No one bought a lantern of revealing.
Oh, that our supplier definitely didn't come into owning one and then sell it immediately to our caravan.
As the night of the third day draws upon you, you can hear at the campfire nearby, "You won't believe the deal I got on this lantern. How about we try it out tonight? Just when the firelight from the camp dwindles down." I'm just kidding, that doesn't happen.
We all were really concerned.
I was like, just stay inside.
I was thinking, I was already devising a plan to steal it.
And that's why I was only kidding.
Oh.
But seriously,
No.
Seriously, if you hear that, we're gonna steal it.
we're setting everything on fire.
Yeah, if you present it, we're gonna take it.
Look,
Yeah.
I am a shadow monk. I will shadow and monk it up.
It's true. I've seen him do it before.
Oh man.
Does Gra see anything from his station above? Just plains forever? What did the Fields of the Dead look like?
Ah, interesting. The Fields of the Dead appear to be named not for any unliving, so to speak, but you pass through what appear to be long-lost battlefields and just open graveyards with strange markings here and there. Clearly some sort of massive ancient battle took place here. And it's kind of just barren, open plains for the most part. Now that being said, most, if not all, of the people in the caravan are super crazy paranoid. And there's definitely a bit of discomfort as you make your way through this portion of the coastway.
Are there any symbols that Gra recognizes? Anything from old wives' tales or mountain folk tales?
Roll a history check.
Gra's really good at history, guys.
Ooh.
You know, and this, I believe, is one of your rules from your ancient clansmen and passed down. But common wisdom holds, and I don't know which rule this is number-wise, but common wisdom holds that it's a very, very bad idea to light a fire upon a hilltop
God
at
damn it.
night in the Fields of the Dead.
That's rule number
Because-
10.
Because the light attracts monsters who rise up from the shallow, shallow graves for miles around.
Rule
Does,
number 10.
You know, that's probably just an old wives' tale.
Does I mean, is that like? Well, I guess we wouldn't have any way of knowing. I'm just curious if the caravan knows people who've traveled this way a whole lot. Would they know that? Not to do that.
I don't know.
Gra,
Would they?
during the day, Gra kind of like,
Just
Why don't you ask the people inside your covered wagon?
Hey, someone who's listening.
Yes.
Gra Morse codes.
Yes?
He taps on the keg like Morse, what he believes to be Morse code. He's just tapping. He's like, it translates to like, hey, you guys, I'm really bored up here. You should come visit Gra. I'm in desperate need.
Why does
that-
Grawl have ADHD? Look at him. He's just tapping away.
I think he's trying to make music.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's actually a great point. So do you think that we should light fires at night here?
Gra taps quicker, but then he fails to remember the word for like immediate, and he stops for a second, but then he remembers. He's like,
It sounds like a catchy tune, whatever he has stuck in his head.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was just
Have,
thinking.
Yes.
have any of
I
you
start to chime
seen
in.
Gra change into this feral form? Or are there just
Yeah.
noises coming out from the fucking keg?
I didn't see him. But I hear the noise and I do recognize it to be music to my ears.
oh my god!
And then I wait for his like the tapping again.
A iron comet comes flying out of the keg, and then whips over the side of the big keg and sticks into it. Guys,
Oh,
come here. And then
yeah.
and then it slinks back into the keg
I
on top
climb
of
out-
the big keg.
Are we
Climb out.
moving? Are we moving right now, or have we stopped?
Oh, you're moving.
I climb out the window and up on
I'll
top
drive.
to join him.
I'll drive.
Well, we should probably have two people. Hey, Grandma, actually, you're probably better with animals. Why don't you
Holy
go help?
shit! Probably knows a
Stay
shortcut.
Inside. Stay inside. You'll be recognized. And Oric climbs out.
He kind of starts to breathe in, and then he like just exhales and continues sort of meditating.
Gra, what's going on?
All right, a cork comes out of the side of the barrel, and then you see like Gra's eye come out of the side of the keg. He's like, "Hey, I don't know if this means anything, but we probably shouldn't light any fires. My mom used to sing this song about people getting killed in the fields of the dead at night when we lit fires. Might not mean anything, but maybe we shouldn't do it."
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Let's not light any fires on the wooden caravan.
How's it going down there? Really
Uh,
bored up here.
it's
Really
very
bored.
boring down here too.
And then like a cork goes, and it fills up the hole.
I'm still in the front, and I just want to kind of like that old D&D where like if there's women there, I want to do them, you know. And I'm yelling back to Krennic, who I saw go back to
yeah.
talk to these guys. Krennic, hey,
Yeah,
everyone go back there.
everyone's off doing things, sort of hopping between rooms and lofts or the trailer on the moving wagon, and you're just stuck there trying to like steer this
Yeah.
fucking thing that's going like no miles per hour.
What's going on, Mac? What's going on? What's everybody doing? And then I say, oh yeah, keep an eye, keep an eye on Grandma.
I'll I'll go relay the message.
Yeah, a
And I knock
muffle. Yeah.
twice on the cork, and then I go back to 9. Gra says we shouldn't light any fires.
And then a muffled
Huh?
voice in the back. It's rule number 10.
All right, rule number 10.
Oh,
No fires at night in the fields of the dead. And then I crawl back to where Grimla is. No fires, field of the dead. Level 10. And then I crawl over to
Level
Oric. Fires, not at night. Rule 10.
Alright.
10.
Okay. So, yeah. Are we stopping anytime? We doing
No,
anything?
we keep going.
Okay.
Gra
We
takes
don't,
out.
We don't need fire.
Gra takes out a piece of pine wood that he collected way back when we were infiltrating the base. Got one piece of pine wood left. He takes out his sword. He starts to carve it really shittily with his sword.
Nice.
Are you back in Gra form now?
No, I'm in the barrel.
Okay.
He's
I'm-
inside the big
I'm-
barrel.
I'm bar-
with the
I'm
ballista,
barrel-
right?
You're
I'm
like
barrel-
Ace Ventura inside the rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that, but in a barrel on top of
okay.
the big barrel.
Oh, but you're on top of the big barrel. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just whittling down my pine wood.
Okay.
So when I knocked on your cork, it went through nothing. It just.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's weird. Yes,
Think
that's
you
right.
Knocked onto my bicep.
I did. Yeah. It felt hard as a rock.
As Nine is driving this boat, the straps kind of hit his finger in a funny way, and he looks down and he remembers that he has this ring of animal influence, and he's not entirely sure how this works, but he's going to try to use it to speak to one of the horses,
Okay.
and he wants to say, "Hey, little buddy, how you doing?" He's not sure how this works or how animals think or talk.
Okay. 1 second.
Please roll high on this.
It's like
Oh, speak with
music.
animals. So can I speak with? If I can speak with both of them, that'd be great. How's you doing? How's you doing, big guys?
Hold on.
We're gonna form a bond with our beasts of burden.
Oh.
Ew.
They're not gonna like it when it turns out we have to eat them later.
Okay.
I didn't even know
Sorry,
that's on-
buddies.
I don't even know that's on the docket yet.
Just name them. That's the real problem.
Once
give
you've
him a
named,
name.
yeah.
How great would it be is if when we leave these horses wherever we leave them, and somehow later in the story they come back and they save the day. Like,
Hey,
fucking
Because you had
ride
a
in.
conversation with him.
It'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like Bill the Pony.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
he knows the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
He was eaten by the squid.
So
No, he makes it back.
I just wanna out of character outline that the communication is still limited by the intelligence of the beast.
Right.
As far
They're
as
like
its
a
knowledge and awareness. All right. So you lean down and what do you say?
How's it going, big guys? How you doing? And I try and like I rub their backs, pat them a little bit.
Oh, clop, clop, clop,
They're
Wow.
retarded.
clop, clop. Oh, did you hear that, Carl?
Carl, is that your name? What are your names, Carl? And what's the other name?
You swear for a moment that the horse kind of like ticked his head towards the horse on your right hand side.
Carl, my name is Nine. It's very nice to meet you.
This is where we've come, guys. Go ahead, Vinny. Roleplay a horse.
Hey, you gave me this ring. I'm gonna use it.
Why?
What have I done?
Carl the horse.
I hope you're happy
Proceed.
with this ring choice.
I think you broke Fitty. This is what it took. The straw.
Oh my god.
Where we are going, horses? Hello,
I can't do it.
Carl. He says.
Carl!
Okay, hold on. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, let's drink this coffee. Oh god. You're not helping. Go away.
Did she hear?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm refilling my coffee. Carl will be right back. All right.
All right, Carl. Carl B. I'm going to call him Carl B.
Oh my god.
You broke him.
That's all it took. Role-playing a horse that you're
Hey.
talking to.
Well, I don't
We've
know.
been-
what
We've
this
been at
is.
this for like what, a year and some
Over a year,
change?
yeah.
Year and a half, and this is it. This is the thing.
Yeah. Oh, time to do space dungeons.
Is there a an alien friendship ring?
I want to be 3/4 horse.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, what if these horses? I don't know.
No, it's a good idea.
I'm
It is
bored
a
as
good
shit
idea.
up here.
Hey, what
Yep.
if when Grimlaw sleeps tonight, we take
gonna-
his crown off and we put it on the horse? And then we use ring of
We just put it on his mouth like boop.
animal. Yeah, ring of animal hand to talk to him.
We make a
love this
sentient
idea.
Oh my
horse.
Maybe you could talk to us a little bit more about some stuff.
Let's make a sentient horse.
Oh my god, I died.
Okay.
Alright. So fuck. Yeah, you notice this horse tick, and you can audibly hear him speaking a very, very low form of common. And Carl does a similar tick to his left, and he says, I think there's a cat talking up there. And it like almost seems like his mane flicks up a little bit, gesturing towards you.
Yes, I am talking to you, Carl. And what is your name? Intelligent horse.
Huh?
Oh, he's the dumb one.
Oh. What are your names, horses?
Uh-huh.
They call me Nine. Can you call me Nine, horse?
9.
Very good, horse. I look around for like a tree. Is there like a carrot or some supply I have next to me for these horses?
Oh,
And
yeah.
oh,
You've probably got like a small basket of oats or
Perfect.
snacks.
Got lots of hops.
I give them each an apple. I feed it to them.
Oh
Alright.
shit!
Yeah, they're looking on the more rotten side, but they don't seem to mind.
Good tosses. You guys stay with us.
Are you like leaning down, climbing
Yeah,
down, and
Like I took the reins within my tail, and I'm just like leaning over them, like Jean-Claude Van Damme with my arms around either side of them.
Oh my god.
Instead of my
The
legs, it's
splits.
my arms.
Your tail is feeding them.
Oh, there you go. That's even
I
easier.
like that. Yeah.
That makes some more sense. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is going nowhere fast, but Carl.
Nine.
And I put on an accent that may be a ranch hand accent. Maybe, hopefully, he'll recognize it. Will hit home to him. Carl, you be good boy now. You hear? You gotta listen up to your Papa Nine over here. And stay with us. I'll take good care of you. And I toss him another apple, and then I just go back to driving this thing and thinking that wasn't what I was hoping it would be.
All right.
How long does that ring last?
How long indeed?
It's funny if now you have to listen to them for another
10
hour.
minutes.
Action.
There's
Oh, yeah.
there's another 10 minutes of like just
Carl?
almost kind of like thought stream.
Clop, clop.
Yeah,
Clop,
I'm
clop.
listening.
Clop.
Oh, look, a fly. I hate flies.
I whap it with my tail.
I feel
When
an
he says that.
itch in my backside.
I
like it.
hate that.
Clop.
I'm gonna
Wow.
take a walk in shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happens. You catch a interesting odor.
Cool.
I feel so much better.
Well, I-
And after 10 minutes of that, the thought stream disappears.
Okay.
Draft sources. It's dumber than a grandma.
Well, I hope that was good for you.
Yes, good.
Very good, Grimlaw. That was a very good pronunciation for the dwarvish word for fire. Very good. Your dwarvish is coming along quite nicely.
Thank you, Auric.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
He replies in kind of broken dwarvish.
And Oric replies back in dwarvish, but corrects it.
Poopity scoop. Scoopity poop.
Oh yeah. That's a thing now.
I heard that, but I haven't heard it. And I was, yeah.
It's all dwarvish.
Ah, okay. The next few days as you travel on through the fields of the dead, remain quite boring. No one, as far as you saw, lit any fires on hilltops in your travels through here. And you continue to wind onwards, and days just seem to wind on and blend from one to the next.
Okay.
How's that beer?
Yeah.
I'm
So I was thinking
I'm
too.
parched. I could really use an ale. Where the fuck did Graw go? He keeps
He's
disappearing
up on the
into-
roof.
into pieces of furniture, and I can't tell where the fuck he is.
Like the camera pans up to Gra, but it's just like a barrel. And the barrel's like darker than it was before because it's been out in the sun for like 8 days. And there's a little hole with an eye sticking out of it. And it kind of flops around every once in a while, like kind of like.
Well, Krennic, I assume you're brewing the beer since we can't find Graw.
I'm keeping an eye on it. We should be doubling up, but yeah, it's coming along nicely. We're at the
Well-
waiting stage.
Okay, you don't need any help. I would have helped you. Is everybody well supplied? We've got lots of time to make things.
Oh, is it raining?
Oh, look, it's raining.
Grimlaw, do you need any
as
weapons?
Start looking to go through supplies and check on the keg. A dark, cloudy day turns into a dark, rainy one.
an undead day, would you say?
I play a little ditty that I know that the horses will enjoy, just to kind of calm them in this rain. It goes. And it just does that over and over again because that's they call it the Epona song.
Nice.
I get it.
Orc's gonna try to make like a tarp that extends out further to partially cover the horses.
Alright. You get fairly situated, and occasionally wagons have to stop and the caravan slows down, and these are at moments when you were definitely not expecting any kind of premeditated stop that you've been doing, and you're kind of just stopped there for now.
Just everything stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Gra
Hey.
looks out through his eye hole.
What do you see, Gra? I crawl up there with you.
You're just looking out from the back of the wagon.
We're on top
On,
now.
on top of the keg, the highest vantage point.
Go ahead and you can both make perception checks.
I will perceive.
Oric starts working on the wheels, and
You
Almost-
make an investigation check there, Orc.
right.
Oh man, our fates are tied.
Well, we perceive the same.
You feel like the conditions in the road with the number of wagons going through here and how soft and waterlogged the dirt and the soil seem to be, that you're surprised your wagon's not stuck into the mud right now.
So Oric, like you would put on snow tires, and like with the chains or something.
Yeah.
Oric works on something to fashion around the wheels to give them more traction.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you begin doing so. Krennic and Gra, you don't see anything at first, and then I would say anyone but Oric kind of catches a few people walking past the line of stopped wagons. They're kind of going around looking, trying to see like what stopped everyone up ahead.
Hey, you wanna go check it out?
What? Wait, check
Bruh.
what out? Oh, I can't hear you.
Gra.
I think Gra's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah. Krennic, you should. You and maybe 9. I've got this.
I will
Oh.
go with you.
You're gonna drive? Okay. I go down and get. Oh, actually, Gra.
I tell
Gra.
him that
Hello,
that one's
hello.
name is
Gra.
Carl. I
Hi.
say that one's
That's-
name is Carl. He likes to be called his name, and he likes to rotten apples more than
Okay,
some
me
fresh
and 9.
ones.
Are you feeling okay? Have you been driving too long?
Perhaps I don't know. What day are we
Okay.
in? And he looks
Like-
at his sundial watch. How long have we been on this thing?
And it's raining, so you're like, hey,
It reads nothing.
What day is this?
Okay, Gra, 9 and me will go forward on foot to see what the slowdown is.
Okay, I'll continue holding for it, and then the cork reappears in the hole.
Oh, you don't want to come with us?
Oh wait, you want me to go with you? And then
Yeah.
it comes back out. You want me to go with you?
Yeah. Come with us.
All right. How should I disguise myself?
The barrel man.
A barrel man, yes.
Okay.
Your barrel man disguise looked great.
All right, give me a second, and then the cork reappears in the hole, and the barrel starts shaking around, and then Gra appears on the side of the cart, almost mysteriously, and he is the barrel man.
Okay.
No,
here we
not-
go.
And then so Gra's been putting a hole in the bottom, in the top of the keg, and he can get out through the bottom of the
Nice.
entire thing,
That's smart.
and it's a real keg up top.
Sweet. I do a cool flip off the top, and I land perfectly right next to you.
hey,
Okay.
hey, Krennic, could you,
Yeah.
when you check up ahead, could you make sure that we're still on the path?
Yes.
We're still on it, right?
Let's go find out.
Just double check, I guess. I'm gonna get back to this.
Alright.
Hey, Grimlock,
So-
help me with the horses. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, hood down. And we march forward.
Gra is the barrel man. He's just naked with suspenders and a barrel around him. He's got his arms behind his head.
Huge mustache.
Huge, giant, curly mustache. It's very oily.
9, you're going with them, right?
Yes, I'm going to go with him.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to ride on the barrel man?
The 3 mysterious travelers get off their wagon and head northward down the road past a line of mostly covered, some open fellow wagons. As you get up ahead, you see a few bystanders or looky-loos, people kind of huddled around a gap in the wagons, and spilled out on the road are several seemingly freshly felled logs or timber, at least fresh enough that they haven't been like cut down, cleaned up, or cut into boards or anything like that. They're very much still just in tree form on the back of a wagon. Several of these have spilled off and completely blocked the road. You can see that the wagon that was hauling them has lost most of its cargo, and it's due to one of its wheels being completely stuck down more than halfway into the road itself.
Oh. Ah, it's just a broken wagon.
Standing next to it, just kind of like cross-armed and kind of yelling at some of her assistants or guards or fellow merchants, it's hard to tell, is a fairly attractive, or at least
Sweet.
moon elf. She's got like light blue skin, not like drow colored, but she clearly has the air of someone who is responsible or in charge of the several people doing a terrible job at cleaning up their own mess right now.
Hey guys, should we go get someone who can fix this real quick?
Wait, you could fix it.
I mean, I can lift it up, but I can't fix it.
Oh.
Maybe we should go get Auric. He knows how to fix a wagon.
Yeah, he can fix anything. Let's go get him.
Alright, do you want me to go? I'll go get him and I'll take his place.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
Do we,
Alright.
should
Wait,
we
no,
stay
Gra,
here? No.
no, you should stay here because you need to lift. I'll go
Alright.
get him. He can take my place. I go back. And then when I get back to the wagon, I tell Orc,
You know,
Orc, they need your help. It's a dwarf's touch. A wagon is broken.
Okay, what?
And I point him at him like just down that row. It's just a little bit to the right. It's right there.
I grab my tools and a little extra, just a couple materials, and then
Oh,
I make
shit.
my way down.
I've got the horses.
Okay.
Look at that. I've got him.
I've got Carl and the retarded one.
So, what seems to be the problem? Warwick says as he walks up.
I silhouette behind him, just a giant barrel man.
You kind of quickly walk past the wood on the ground, not really taking notice, as you lock eyes with this very sharp-looking woman. She almost pays you no mind. She says, useless guards.
Yep, I know that feeling. It looks like your wheel's stuck. Do you need some help?
You can get us moving again.
Well, yeah, probably.
Sure.
It's gonna
She-
take some time, and if you, as long as you cover labor here, it'll cost you a little bit. Be sure to help though.
I pay these idiots, and she makes sure to make eye contact with them as she delivers that. 5 gold per 10 day to service me and my
Ooh,
goods,
damn!
and they are clearly incapable of doing so. So sure, do it, and I'll pay you one of their wages, which they will not be receiving again. She's just like looking at them. They're 10 days worth if you can clean this mess up, wheel and logs.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna take a little bit, but yeah, I can do it. Hey, girl.
Oi!
We're gonna have to really, take care of this here. So do I need to do an investigation check or anything to figure out like, what exactly is wrong?
No, it's pretty obvious.
Okay. And you said the wheels are just buried really deep.
It's
in the
buried
mud?
deep, and it feels like maybe her horses were pulling so hard, and maybe some of the logs falling out had caused some damage. But with about a couple hours, you feel like you could easily fix this thing. With
Okay.
Gra assisting you in lifting.
Yeah. So we do a combination of digging out the mud around the wheels, using like slabs of wood to help give it some kind of something to go on that's not just mud.
Yeah.
And we work at that, and then we do the whole like rock the we get everybody to push on it, kind of rock the carriage up on it, and the horses.
Yeah, I'll put
hopefully-
some of the fallen lumber out underneath the wheels.
I just Caltrans and I walk over to the lady and I cross my arms and just kind of like try to mimic her a little bit and mannerism. You know?
She kind of notices you and like, are they yours? She's
So to
like,
speak.
Hmm.
They're the best this side of El Turel.
it looks like you chose better than myself on this venture.
Yeah, luck
Em-
favors the bold.
Camera pans down to Barrel Gra.
They may not look like much.
his ass is sticking out the bottom of the barrel as he pushes a log under the
I
wagon.
certainly wasn't expecting much when I saw the simple one, but I suppose his large size more than makes up for it.
Oh, absolutely. They should have you up and at 'em in, well, in a little bit of time.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that they were here under your employ. I suppose that means I should pay you for their service.
That is fine. That will be an acceptable arrangement.
It would only be proper etiquette,
Of course.
don't you agree?
Absolutely. And we must stay proper, especially in such large convoys.
I couldn't agree more. You know, this is only the third time I've carried this shipment of exotic wood. Go ahead and make an insight check, would you, 9.
Yeah.
I was trying to pursue.
Oh no! They're carrying carrots.
It's only the third time I've carried this shipment of exotic wood from the far-off jungles of Cholt. But goddamn if I don't make a killing. And you totally believe that when she says jungles of Cholt, she's talking about the complete opposite of whatever the fuck you think she's talking about. And you're just
Like,
trying...
I think she's trying to hint at something, kind of a thing?
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
and you feel very confident about yourself whilst doing so.
Yeah.
Does Gra recognize anything from the wood he's been shoving under?
Definitely not. But Auric, would you make an insight check for me?
Sure.
Oh, you know materials.
I'm glad that.
Oh no,
Good
you
deal.
don't.
You
I'm
sure do,
gonna-
but you've
I'm gonna
never
use
seen
my
anything.
luck.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm
Don't-
gonna use a fucking.
you roll a 5.
Wasted.
No. No, it's not wasted. And you don't even know that I have
Yes!
luck.
Oh my god! Oh right, you know exactly what this wood is. For.
You are just so about the business, so about getting the job done quickly and efficiently that you're just kind of propping things up as Gra hands this shit to you, going about fixing the wheel. And it's not till like the first hour passes that you even realize that you've never quite handled such exotic and interesting wood like this. And there's a kind of loose memory that starts to jog, and you recall hearing that recent ships have started arriving in Baldur's Gate. You kind of heard rumors of this when you were feasting outside the upper city, just about a week back now, and people were talking about actual sea vessels showing up in the port of Baldur's Gate, coming from the jungles of Chult. And it was strange because some of the tales they had been telling were about some uncurable plague that was spreading, and that these boats were carrying refugees, trying to get the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. Strangely enough, some of them were taking return adventurers who were kind of thrill-seeking. Who
Some
knows?
of the boats were.
Yeah. The captains of these boats were taking back, a few people at a time. Definitely a mostly empty ship for this return voyage. But the wood itself kind of triggers this little tidbit of rumor mill that you had kind of picked up when you were back near Baldur's Gate.
So refugees, and then they're on this caravan. Would Oric think like? Well, I guess. Is slavery a thing around here?
It certainly is in some parts. Nothing near any of the major cities, at least, that would be out in the open.
Okay. Oric just keeps like a very ready eye, just as he's working on the cart, because he's under the cart, he's all around the cart. If he walks behind the cart, he kind of tries to discreetly take a look inside.
Yeah, Oric. Hey.
But obviously, I know the elf lady's looking, so it's very like, I'm looking for materials.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold the cart up here. You see if you could take a look inside. Maybe there's a.
Are you just trying to see?
I'm
What
just
you while
whispering.
being on
I'm
the
just
outside of
Yep.
the cart, actually working.
I'm planting the seed as I lift it
is
up.
is it very much like our cart where there's like a wooden case over it, or that it's like closed?
It is closed, but like almost the entire like enclosed area looked like it was meant for just like storage of these logs. Like they were set up like in the same way that you kind of have a trailer. She's got like a low thing back there to kind of bear the weight of just like stacked logs, kind of like when you see like pipes on the back of a freighter truck, sort of like that. And then like the front covered part, it looks like there's maybe like one or two small sort of draped off areas that could count as like divider for sleeping quarters or something.
Okay. Or I'm not gonna pry. Like, I'm not gonna like go in there or anything like that.
Okay.
Just keep working.
9, you're back there, just arms crossed, kind of overseeing the task and hanging out for 2 hours, or are you wandering off after your initial sort of smile and nod?
I ask her if she likes to play games.
Oh shit! Kraken and
Serpents and Krakens.
Serpent.
She kind of smirks at you and says, "Games are foolish things for little children."
I think
You
so
invented
too.
that.
I was just making sure. It's kind of a trick question I ask a lot of the people I do business with.
Oh.
Which sort of business are you in?
Uh-oh.
Every sorts of business. In fact, some of us are musicians, some of us are menders. So we find work everywhere we go. A lot of times we just bring stuff from one point to the other.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but some of the more exotic woodworkers in Waterdeep pay an unbelievable rate for this wood. It is unimaginable.
That is incredible.
Now, I wouldn't just offer this to anyone, but since your servants are helping me, I'd be willing to sell you my haul.
Huh.
Allow me
Interesting.
to turn back to Baldur's Gate sooner than I planned, even if it's on loan. I've had enough of these conditions, and the
I really
road
wanted-
ahead is very unappealing to me.
Growing up as a charlatan, I like to fancy myself good at facial emotions or facial muscles being pulled if they're telling the truth or lying.
Yeah. It's almost as if like Nine's been studying a book recently with images of muscular.
Yeah. I think
You've already
Tim Ross
used
was
up
in
your
it.
one.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. So I'm just trying to
Okay.
see if I can pick anything up.
Oh yeah,
Intels.
yeah. Let's see.
I don't know if she's just trying to
Give
dump
me-
this wood off.
Yeah. I get you. Let's do.
Bliss?
Yeah. I mean, I hate to dip into that same well, but it'd be an insight check again here.
Okay. Let's see how fucking deep this shit goes.
Roll an animation check.
Oh, a 1. Damn.
What?
No.
I got that one
Animation
too.
check. I think we're all rolling ones.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude.
god!
I So, like, you've been enamored since moment 1 here,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and
At least it's not a 1. That's all I know.
and like like the idea mill is churning in your cat brain right now. Like you're like, damn, the amount of things Orc could potentially make with this stuff. I wonder if I could turn a profit on this and turn this sort of work into a double down, double dip situation. Like, do this whole job following these cultists, make a fucking killing on this wood with some master woodworkers in Waterdeep. Like, you are trying to recall the amount of gold left in your collective coffers that would allow you to make a very lucrative offer to this woman.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
So
some of the
because-
things that going through your head right now.
Because I rolled a 1 and a 2 on those 2 very important things, I want to say out loud stupidly, is this, and because I don't know anything about this wood, but I'm going to
Yeah.
pretend like I do.
Yeah.
Yes, this wood has magical properties, that's why it goes for
Yes.
so high, right?
Yep. That I believe
Oh,
that one led you to believe that Schult is some sort of like magical, undiscoverable forest.
Did I say high? I meant well priced.
She's
Here's my 1 and 2.
You're watching her and she doesn't smile. Her face doesn't change. And you feel like she's really sincerely offering you a amazing deal right now.
Make me an offer.
Well, this is a fresh, fully intact hall. Sure, it's got a little mud on it now, but that'll come off. I could sell you the entire lot, including the wagon. You could probably hitch it to your own. Allow me to take a horse back. Leave you one of the extra horses. The whole shipment could be yours for 140 gold.
Well, I don't. That's quite the bargain. But that is a lot of work for us to do
No.
for 140 gold.
Work tends to pay off in the right hands.
I have an idea. You see the big man, the barrel?
Mm-hmm.
I could have him be employed with you for a short period of time.
You got the camera pans over the Gron. He's lifting up the wagon with one arm, and like his muscles are bulging, and sweat's pouring off of him.
And
he looks good.
from there, let's say, with that, 75 gold. His services, as you see, are phenomenal.
So your
Gra,
friend would return to Baldur's Gate with me.
camera pans over the Gron. He's trying to lift up the cart with both hands, but it kind of looks like he's humping it a little bit. And he's like he's like her, and he's like thrusting into the cart. If you know what I mean.
I totally know what you mean. And it's losing my train of thought because she just asked a very pertinent question, and I saw Gra doing what he was doing best.
She reiterates that she means to sell you her haul and head back to Baldur's Gate.
Right. Yeah. You know, I have grown quite fond of that one as he's humping the tree log.
Purr. He's trying his best to get that cart up.
I'll tell you what, give me the night to sleep on it, and I will get back to you in the morrow.
Very well, and a few minutes after you kind of like both part ways ponderously, Auric, you feel like your work's complete. Gra, you've lifted and moved things to Auric's needs, whilst also reloading and fairly well restacking up all of the fresh cut logs.
Gra wants to jog over to the cat.
Yeah, with a barrel going. Boom, boom.
Yep, with
Secondary.
in front of the lady.
Oric is also standing in front of the lady.
And then
Lovely work, you two.
Thank you.
She almost like doesn't make eye contact with anyone but Nine, and looking at Nine, you see her kind of going through a small velvet purse.
I shoot a message to Auric, using the spell message, which only Auric can hear.
Oh shit!
And I say, Auric, this type of person this type of person deals only with a monarchy and a hierarchy. I told her I was your boss.
Oric, like, visibly frowns.
Yeah.
Gra like kind of like puts his thumbs underneath his straps and he starts rubbing them up and down and he kind of gets close to the lady. As he tries his best slyly, he's like, "Milady, I heard your servants were unable to please you. That they were unable to facilitate your needs."
I you know what? I immediately think, and I try to step between them because
She
is
she
still
was in the middle
disguised
of
right now.
revealing a velvety purse, and she just kind of like froze while reaching in, like listening and seeing all of this.
I heard that you deal in wood,
Because-
logs of wood,
Let me-
and perhaps I could help to satisfy your needs that your guards could not. And he continues to like put his thumbs underneath his straps.
But those are an illusion, right? The straps.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you look like Gra underneath of that though?
I look like a naked Gra in a barrel with suspenders.
And I try to stand between them because the barrel is fake, and I don't want him to get so close that the barrel is not there.
With no tattoos, right?
Yeah. Naked,
No tattoos.
fully naked Gra.
With no tattoos? Or with
Uh,
tattoos?
Because
I'll go with no tattoos.
Okay, that's a good detail to include.
All right, yeah, that is a good detail.
There
When you
you
say
go.
naked Gra, I was assuming tattoos.
No tattoos.
Okay. Okay, she's kind of like eyeing you and then looks back to Nine. I do indeed deal in wood, as you just load. And she kind of just shakes this and still looking at you, Nine. Says, "He's quite simple, isn't he?"
Gra
In
here,
some
here-
aspects, but he's also quite amazing in others, as you can hear him
And-
offering.
She places 5 gold pieces promised into your paw and retrieves her hand and kind of brings her cloak around and goes up to the front of the cart.
Milady,
Gestures a hand out and she looks back.
a gift for you. And then Gra has been whittling away at this pine for days. Quite proud of it. He hands it out, and it's a life-size dick.
Like an old school wooden dildo.
a
that they used
wooden
to use
dildo.
in D&D times.
And he extends it out to her, and it says Gra on it's got Gra like written out on top of it. It's like a gift for you, my lady. Maybe something to think about later on.
This was something you've been carving for the past few days.
Yeah, yep. On top of the cake.
You did say you were whittling.
Yep, I was whittling quite furiously.
Okay.
It's smooth to the touch. Go ahead, feel it. And I thrust it up closer to her hand.
Oric immediately comes up behind Grog, grabs him, and starts pulling. Come on, alright, enough of that. You're harassing the lady.
Orc's feet dig deep into the mud, and Gra is just a stone, and his hands outstretched with the wooden dildo.
Some of the other caravan people who have been sort of like watching and obviously waiting to get moving again start kind of like grumbling, like, "Are you ready? Are you done yet?" Like,
Oric says, don't cause a scene. I'm not gonna force you to come, but if you cause a scene, you're on your own.
As we walk away, I say, I hear that is actual size.
Does she accept it, or does she not do anything? What's her reaction?
I mean, you put it into her hand. You don't know
All right.
what happened to it.
All right, I wink and smile, and then I walk off with the rest. Mission accomplished.
Oric walks up to 9 and puts his hand out and says, I'll take my 5 gold, please.
Oh shit!
I give him 2, and then I give 2 to Gra.
Oh, so you get a whole gold piece for how hard you worked?
Yes,
Hey.
I do.
Oric, this means nothing to me, and I flick him my 2 gold pieces.
By the way, the next time you say you're my boss, there could be trouble.
Oi!
Oric
Little one! Oi!
Oric takes it and walks off.
Oi!
I chuckle.
I pick up Cat by the scruff of his neck, and I put him on my shoulder, and I give him the old fingers and the neck thing. Don't worry about him. He's just upset. He had to work all day. It's raining. He got mud in his butt crack. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Gra.
No problem.
Could the 3 of you who are up there make a charisma check for me?
Ooh, were we charismatic? I know.
Not on my rolls.
It's not as, it's just a straight
Just your
charisma roll.
yeah. No saving throw.
Perfect.
Ha!
Oh, there it is. I found it.
I like that. It's just it's just straight.
Oh boy, Jesus!
Straight.
Krennic, can you make a perception check for me?
Oh no.
He takes
We'll just
the
see about
dildo.
that. Hey.
All right.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So Krennic, while you are sat atop the cart waiting with whatever the fuck the horse's name was, it Carl?
Carl and the
Carl
retarded
and,
horse.
Carl and no name horse too. While sitting in waiting with them, you notice a very short figure watching your fellow wagon travelers return
Oh, no.
to you with a very lingering eye.
What does
Can't
this
tell,
fellow
can't
look
tell,
like?
can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but they're peering out from the curtain at the back of a covered wagon.
Ahead of us?
Yeah, several wagons up. Not all the way up to where the incident was, but about 4 or 5 wagons in front of you.
Okay.
The incident was probably about 7 or 8 wagons ahead of where yours is in line.
And this one is 2 or 3 wagons up?
No, this one's about 4 or 5.
4. I make a mental note of which wagon it is,
Okay.
because we're going to want to visit it later.
Okay.
Okay. I don't let them know that I see them. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, are you just on the reins right now, Krennic?
Yep.
Alright. Well, I'm going to hop back on the reins, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to give Krennic 1 gold, and just say, this is the pull that they did some work over there, and this is the payout.
Oh, he fixed it. They paid us. Wow.
They did. They actually made an offer to us.
Oh, what was the offer?
They have some very, very expensive wood from Jolt.
You hear a kind of like from the top of the keg.
It's supposed to hold magical properties, but they want us to pay them 140 gold for the cart, and then to take it north, where people will pay an extraordinary amount for it.
I don't know. That sounds like a scam. You didn't take it, did you?
I said I'd think about it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should look into it. Hey, and just so you know, see that cart? 4 carts ahead of us? Don't look now. But there's someone peeking at us from the back window. I think it might be prudent for us to find out who that is.
I agree. How do you want to proceed?
Well, we could just go in there and do some intel. Like, sneak up maybe the left side where they can't see us. Go up to them, up to their cart, and, I don't know, peek inside? See if we can find out who's in there?
Is it
there any of this?
is it still raining? What time of day is
It
it?
is still raining, yeah.
Nighttime?
It is probably late afternoon at this point.
Does Oric hear any of this conversation?
Are you close to the riders?
I mean, I walked back to the cart.
You were walking
I don't know
back
if you guys are
with,
whispering.
No.
with 9 and Gra, you would have been there around the same time.
No, but, I mean, I could say we... I mean, I don't want to do this with just me and 9. I mean, that'd be
Right.
weird to not tell anybody. We would tell anybody else, but I don't know. What
I
do you think,
told-
9?
yeah.
Should we do anything about it, or just keep an eye on them?
I don't know. Let me consult the music.
How far into the fields of the dead are we? Are we past them?
You are pretty much on the northern outskirts beyond them, yeah.
Perhaps we could light a fire and talk about it over dinner. And then Grau pulls out some hens that he spent and some carrots and then a baggie of greenest weed, and he shakes it.
Wait, are you up top or are you in the back?
I'm with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to make some fire and have a proper dinner?
You said no fire.
Yeah, we're on the northern outskirts. We'll be fine.
Are you sure? You said that no fire back when we're still in the fields of the dead.
I'm feeling fairly confident.
Okay. Oh, Gross, so you know. See that car? 4 cars up?
Yeah.
Don't look. There's someone in the back window who is spying on us.
Grau's looking the complete opposite direction. What's he look like?
I don't know if it's a he. I just saw eyes in the curtain in the back as you were coming back.
A man's eyes.
And maybe I can't tell. All you humans look the same.
Oh, racist. I'm not human.
Hey, you don't have feathers. I can't tell.
Okay.
Okay.
You all continue on.
Yeah.
The train is starting to move.
Oh, it's
Just keep an
moving?
eye on them.
Okay.
We won't do anything about it.
Yeah. I
Um,
like the idea for now.
Okay, the rain does continue on, even up until nightfall, which brings up a wonderful question. Have you, outfitted the interior of this for sleeping? Do you set up bedrolls and campsites each night? What's your
I thought they
your
were hammocks.
modus operandi? Sure.
Grau sleeps
Or-
up top.
Oric set up hammocks for maybe the less heavy of the group.
Yeah.
Got hammocks.
I sleep on
Yeah,
the barrel.
basically everybody except Gra has a hammock, I would
Okay.
say, and then Gra, I don't know, maybe it has a bedroll or maybe rocks.
The
I don't know.
the wood feels really soft to his back. Like he's used to sleeping on rocks, and like
Yeah.
he's just curled up. Like he's spread eagle, outstretched on the top of the barrel, so he's really low, and he's just really enjoying the sleep.
I would say that we're still keeping like a watch at night.
Okay.
Okay.
Like taking shifts?
Yeah, like someone either sitting up top, like looking out, or someone sitting in the front cart and with the like close
I
to the
do
horses.
have a
Because
friend-
I mean, we have to take the horses off every night, I assume.
Yeah.
Grau has a
All that.
fully functional barrel with a hole in cork on top of the big barrel. You could
For
just sit
you.
in- Well, I mean, it's big enough for anyone to sit
Yeah,
in.
but
if-
you have to sleep at some point.
Well, yeah. I'm saying like I can sleep, and then people can take shifts in the barrel.
Oh,
But
okay,
I
okay.
thought we didn't have a physical barrel on top. I thought it was an illusion.
Is it
I
Orc's
was
turn
I
in
was
the barrel?
busy. So like while I was up there and you guys thought I was just an illusion of a barrel, I really just took one of the barrels and I put it up there, and I've been drilling a hole through the top of our giant keg so that I have easy access into my barrel.
It's like a barrel tower.
Yeah, it's a barrel tower.
Okay.
I reveal this to the team. I showed them how to use the cork
Does
in
it-
the hole.
I mean, does it look like a, no offense, but like a kindergartner did it, or does it look like a
I don't know,
legit
Fiddy.
barrel?
I'll roll for that shit. What do I roll for that?
Let's roll a.
I mean, I want to say it looks good.
Let's say I'll roll an athletics check. You know, for
Alright.
just general construction.
It looks mediocre.
Not great. Not great.
Not good.
Not great.
But I show them how to use it.
Okay. So
Mediocre.
Not good to Auric, but really good for Gra.
nighttime on this rainy, slightly delayed evening arrives, and I've rolled a 3, which means 9. It's now your turn on watch.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'd like you
You
to
die.
roll a perception check.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet out here for the most part. You know, the front seat bench area
I'm
of
gonna go find my Steam controller. I'll be back.
Yep, that's a good idea. The front bench area has enough overhang from your blue awning that you guys have overlooking that to kind of give you cover while you're sat there chewing on some straw, rolling some dice against yourself. You feel like you've heard something, but then you weren't sure if it was just the sound of your dice reverberating on the bench next to you, and then
Tink, tink, tink.
you think nothing of it beyond that.
Sweet.
Jesus rolled a 1, 2, and 3 today.
Yeah, something's
1, 2,
something's fucked
3.
up. Something's fucked up.
We just need more rolls.
Hey,
Just gotta shake it out.
welcome to the life of a Palandor.
Yeah. Or Gra. Gra I'm waiting to die tonight. Gonna happen.
So, the rest of you are fairly soundly asleep. Krennic,
Yeah.
you're dreaming about monking things up, walking amongst the clouds and punching this way and that, when all of a sudden you can't breathe.
Ah.
And you start up and you feel pressure on your small beaked mouth area.
It's average sized.
And your eyes pop open and see a completely hooded, concealed figure above you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
You're dead. Here's your dead or not roll. You're dead.
You squirm and kick and monk it up just enough to wiggle your mouth free for a moment.
Yeah.
Perception checks. Perception checks.
Caca! Yeah.
Everyone else is clearly sound asleep around you.
Oh, you missed it.
1 second.
What?
Yo, caca.
I don't hear shit.
Yeah. No, I won't screech like an owl. I'll yell out, "Banana!" Really loud.
Oh no!
Banana!
No one recognizes the safe word. They continue to sleep.
Does Grimlaw hear it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What about
Oh,
Grimlock?
Grimlock, he's smart.
He's gotta have hella advantage on that shit.
I know.
He was questioning what the safe word was the whole time. Oh,
Grimlaw is snoring soundly.
what are these rules?
I've got this great idea. It's called "We're never using fantasy grounds again" to roll it.
Yeah, something's fucked with my fantasy rounds, man.
Look,
Uh,
seriously, look at this shit.
9.
I know, I'm living it.
9. Roll another perception check.
Okay.
Beam it.
I mean, if that's really
Beam
what you want me
controller.
to do.
A 3.
I can't find it right now.
a
Roll
5.
up. Roll up.
God.
Dude.
Roll up the Hootie Mac.
Yeah.
Roll it up.
Perception, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
Seriously.
Not our night. Not our night.
possible?
What is happening?
I think
So many ones.
Because I've rolled 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. That's all I've rolled.
So many ones.
Sorry, man.
All right. Well, what happens?
You have the best sleep of your night.
I think he's on watch.
He falls asleep.
The hooded figure on top of you
Right back.
is
Let me start my
success.
fast
Like
rounds.
you kind of get like a light sort of squawk noise out before it just manhandles and forces you muzzled once again. And it's kind of like smothering your beak shut, and it leans in really close, and you can now feel the sharp magical dagger pressed against your
Oh.
feathered neck, and you hear him say, "Move or squawk again, and we slit your throat." Now I'm going to take you to a private meeting, and if you answer all of our questions, perhaps you'll live this night. And they're speaking like a slightly twanged version of common, and
Rednecks.
you can feel him starting to allow you to sit up, still kind of keeping hand and blade
Yeah, I don't
poised.
resist.
Okay.
Oh no.
You can see this person has got very sharp eyes in the sense that they're like tracking your every move and muscle, and you know, like the way that they're holding you, it's not like they don't have you from behind in a headlock. Like this person or thing is comfortably just holding you in a position like this, as if, like, you know, try me. Like this is the posture of someone who seems like they've done this many times before.
Gross.
And they are allowing you to rise and stand up, and they are slowly kind of moving with you, and unless you say otherwise, they're expecting, and I'm assuming you are, kind of moving with them, not pressing too far into the blade,
Oh,
as
yeah.
they guide you out of your wagon
So,
quietly.
how far am I away from my nearest compatriot?
So right now, they're leading you out the back towards the beer keg trailer portion of the wagon, and they have gone so far as to walk, and they're kind of backing up and leading you. So their back is to the door, to the trailer right now, and you are there, and they kind of look at you and say, "I'm going to hop down, and then you're going to hop down, and then we will continue to quietly walk north up the road to this meeting. Do as I
Okay.
say, and we have no problem." And they start to back up, and you can kind of see them getting ready to hop down.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay?
I do not resist.
From inside, I guess we already rolled our perception checks. Do we get another?
You snoozers did. Alright, so you hop down. Grinnick, you're going along with?
Yep.
Okay. As, like, he's now once again kind of like walking backwards and just walking with you and just leading you. And as you move past the driver's side of the wagon, the one thing I didn't do is flip the wagon token. It's kind of face backwards here. That's okay. 9. 3 strikes and you're out, my friend. I need you to roll one final perception check as you scoop up your dice again after a few rolls. Just kind of glance at the moonlight.
Roll to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it into the thing. I don't even want to see it, dude, because I got a bad feeling. Oh my god, all my buttons are all fucked now. Whatever. Alright.
It's a
Perception, you
one.
said?
Mhm.
Perception? Okay.
Mhm.
I don't even want to see it.
You kind of fondle the dice in your paw a bit, and then look down at them and see a flash out of the corner of your eye, and revealing itself through the dark, cloudy sky is the moon, which initially is what you glance at first, but pulling and grabbing your attention is that moonlight cutting through the raindrops and reflecting off of a very sharp blade pressed against the white feathers of Krennic, and a very dark, enshrouded figure is slowly walking him past your wagon right now, making not a single sound.
Do I?
Beyond the rain.
Can I see Krennic State?
He looks perfectly fine, but is just, I don't know, Krennic, how are you moving? Are you just quietly following?
Casually actually,
Okay.
Why
and
casual?
not resisting.
Okay. I noticed that, and I hop out of bed, and I kind of tap on Orc and just say, "Stay here. I will be right back." And because I don't think, yeah. I don't know if you go back to sleep, but I'm just going out, and I go out quietly to try and tail him as quiet as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so I also have a question.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep with my backpack on, so
Yeah.
I don't have my bag of holding. Can we
No,
say I
you-
just have
It would
my
definitely.
robes?
Wait, did we disenchant Daddy?
I just have my robes on, right?
Yeah,
I would think
Daddy's
so.
part of
Yeah,
my
whatever,
spear.
whatever you sleep in is what
No,
you have
Daddy's
right
a
now.
whip though.
Okay.
You have
whip,
you,
yeah.
you have
We
advantage.
have a whip. We can't be
on-
surprised.
Oh.
We can't be surprised in any
'Cause-
case.
Yeah, because you got a daddy whip.
That's fine.
Daddy?
As long as Krennic was like 20 feet away from you.
Yeah,
I mean-
I've got no weapons on me. I've got my robes. Can I also say that my ever-smoking bottle is also in one of the pockets?
Oh
Of
shit!
your robe?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I say, the spear is yelling "Daddy" as I'm trying to be quiet. By the way.
Oh no!
Shut up! Shut up! And I'm holding my mouth over. Like, Daddy.
That's it. I'll go with them.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Well, so the way the Daddy Whip works is it only magically awakens you if you or your companions in range within 30 feet of you or the whip. Even if you're sleeping, it will awaken you when combat begins.
A knife to
I mean,
the
a
throat
knife to
is
the throat
combat.
feels like combat.
I mean, my take on it now, and I'm happy to debate maybe.
I'm gonna go with
moment,
whatever you say.
is that because this guy with no resistance smoothly walked in and is escorting Krennic out with no defense or no real violent interaction of any kind.
Did say I don't resist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'll go with the no
I
resist.
mean, that was my take on it.
Okay.
Fine.
Daddy.
I was just trying to help.
It's good.
So you 9 hop
Yep.
down.
Yep.
And are trying to tail them.
Yeah, like I'm like pressing my back up against every corner we come to.
Okay.
And then I like Hobbs phew, comes up behind another pillar and phew, you know what I mean? Just kind of stay low.
I'm gonna roll to see if I wake up all the way.
Yeah. Make
Yep,
a
I wake
perception
up.
check. Okay.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah. Stay, Sam.
9. I need you to make a stealth check.
Of course. And typically that's what happens, and any other night this would be fine, but
Here comes the 5. Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
You've never done that,
god!
Palindor.
Wow.
You've never
Wow.
done that, Palindor.
Wait,
Suck on that.
2 in a row. What's the odds at 2 in a row? That's 20 times 20.
3, 1, 1 is what I've done tonight. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1.
You just
That's
rolled a
3
1
ones.
in 400 chance. You just
1,
get
2,
that.
3, 1, 1.
Is it Klug that has the cloak that gives you advantage on that,
Yeah.
or do you have it? Okay.
No, I have the
I
billowing
have it.
cloak, which is probably what I tripped over.
Unfortunately, Gra is having a really good sleep, sleeping on wood. He's never done that before.
Or just kind of wake everybody up.
9. You feel like you're doing a great job following
Good.
this guy.
However, he sees
He
every
sees you.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stick out bad.
Krennic, you continue to follow on, and you move past the next wagon. You're now one wagon row past. Krennic, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
You perceive everything with a 1.
Yeah.
With an advantage of everything.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
Quite perceptive.
You feel this guy's muscles tense up as you get to this next row, and as you kind of study him a bit more deeply, you realize that his gaze is not at you, but past you for most of this time. He continues to walk, kind of, holding a dagger, but less. It's less pressed against your neck and just kind of near the vicinity now, but he's still kind of like leading you, walking backwards.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. You continue on. 2 wagons deep now. 9, roll another stealth check for me.
Hey, it's not a 1.
Yeah, it's progress.
Getting closer.
As you get to the 4th wagon row, Krennic, he stops in front of a covered wagon with like a curtain, sort of fairly wide entry at the back.
Yeah. Is that the one that I was suspicious of?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
He says, you're going to hop up here now, and I'm going to follow behind you, and you will step in and have a seat next to some of my friends.
Okay. And I stepped in.
Okay. You step inside, and you see several of these guards who are dressed not exactly the same, but very similar to the elite guards who were with Rezmir.
Oh.
None of them are Rezmir. None of them appear to be anything other than some sort of humanoid. And there is a kind of like bench seating on both sides, and they're all sitting there with their arms crossed. And there's one guy at the end standing. The ceiling is tall enough for him to be standing, and he looks at you and says, "I recognize you. Have a seat. My companions and I have some questions for you."
Oh, you in trouble?
I have a seat.
And there is an empty spot on the bench next to one of these guards.
Is okay. And then as I sit down, I'll pull back my cloak so they see my face.
The guy standing says, "I thought so."
What is the side made of? Is it just canvas or is it wood?
It's very taut canvas, or like some kind of thick burlap or something over sort of wooden framing, not unlike the wagon you encountered in the slums outside of Little Kalimshan.
Got it. Okay, so it's like the back is like the loose end.
Yeah.
Is there a loose end in the front?
Yeah. Actually, no. The front would be like wood frame paneling. I would think the sides would be like where there's sort of like almost stud framing where it's stretched across and sort of nailed down into.
Okay.
I have a random question.
Before you ask it, 9, you see Krennic very, like, it almost, other than the dagger that you saw, you see Krennic hop up onto this wagon, and then you see the guy just disappear from sight from you, but it looks like he was going around to the front, as far as you could tell.
Okay.
Whose shift was it? It was Krennic's shift, right?
It was 9 shift.
It was 9 shift? How
Yeah.
close was I in the next shift?
I don't know. Let's see whose turn it was next. Watcher.
Where's the message of the day button?
I have it. Oh, mine was open when I opened it.
Oh, thanks. I don't know where the button is. I thought there was one.
You can make one.
This works.
Oh,
Next,
nice.
Krennic would have been the
Oh,
next
I
one
can't
on
drag it.
watch.
Alright, Gra continues to sleep. He snores
Sorry,
comfortably. He's happy.
Or if you
I
start
thought Orc
up
woke everybody up.
a bit groggily and hear the snores of both Grimlaw and Gra in the distance, but do not. You kind of look to the bench seating up front. You don't see anyone there. Krennic and Nine are both missing.
Yeah, I wake everybody up. I smack Gra in the face to wake him up, and I get Grimlaw, and everybody's awake.
What is it, Auric?
Well, as you can see, we're missing 2 people, and I don't think it's a coincidence that we're missing 2 people. So, I think we should go looking for them. Cool. Wake up.
Okay.
Okay.
He
what-
doesn't
what-
respond.
Oric
Gra-
slaps him hard in the face then.
He's just out cold. He's out cold. Nine, what are you doing?
I saw them go around the thing, right?
You saw this guy basically gesture towards the back, and you see Krennic hop in of his own will, as far as you can tell, and the guy who was leading him this whole time just sort of disappears, but he was kind of moving towards the front, like along the side of the wagon.
Okay. I try to get in close of earshot, but I'm not trying to peek or anything. I'm just trying to use my ears. So I don't need to I want to stay completely out of sight the best I can.
Okay. How close would you say you're getting to the wagon that they went into?
How far away am I right now?
You're about one row back.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get underneath of it and see if I can't hear the conversation from under.
Give me one last stealth check, if you would.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Got this. You
This
got
is real
this.
pressure, guys. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There's a crackle of lightning, and just as it catches your ears, they kind of perk up, and you spring using your quick cat-like movement to just very quietly and stealthily under cover of sound just slide across the mud a bit underneath the wagon, and it felt pretty successful as far as you could tell. And you get under there, and it's kind of hard to hear. But you kind of move around till there's a loose floorboard spot where you can kind of sense a little bit of light coming through, and you press your ear up against it, and you kind of hear some muffling voices, and the last thing you hear is, "I recognize you." Oric.
I don't like this.
Oric's slapping and waking you up, Gra. There's now both audio and physical sensations racking through your large barrel-covered form. And I would assume at this point you're waking up.
Gra is having a really good dream. He has 3.
It's some very stern moon elf just slapping you in some sort of inappropriate situation.
I mean,
The
do I
moon-
need
the
to
moon-
fucking roll to wake people up? Because
no.
I will fucking do it.
The moon elf is using the trinket I gave her on herself. I'm eating Greetus chicken and drinking some fucking pirate beer that I made out of apples. I'm laughing and having a good. I'm telling my best joke to her, and she's just laughing back at me. I'm like, yeah, and then she pushes me down. She gets on top of me, and she starts slapping me in the face. I'm like, ha 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 ha, and then my vision starts to blur out, and then it
there's a
blurs back
giant
in, and there's
beard
a fucked up.
bristling across your face. This bristling
Fucked
beard.
it. Yep. I'm just like, oh fuck.
Roll an athletics check for me, Gra.
It's like, god damn.
You go to just launch
Night. This
Oric
night.
off of you as
This day.
he's slapping you, and your arms slip around him, almost wrapping and pulling him close and in some sort of warm embrace. And
I'm
his beard the bottom lip of his bristly beard presses and brushes against yours.
I half vomit. Like Garage is like, never sneak up. Rule number 11: never sneak up on
Or
a.
the sudden shift beneath you and the strong force that just jolts out around you is inescapable as you unexpectedly fall and brush down, lightly grazing Gra's lip with your own.
Jesus. I don't think my lips touched him.
It brushed. Never wake up.
You compress
Goliath.
into a push-up at the last possible moment. Your lip just an inch from his, and your eyes kind of widen in disbelief. And the
Both of our eyes widen.
The gravity of the moment quickly flashes back to you, kind of snapping you out of this awkward situation.
Yeah. Let me fucking go. We need to go find our friends.
What? What the fuck? Why are you waking me up? And I push him off of me. What's going on?
And Auric briefly explains, and then he grabs his hammer and grabs Krennic's staff and heads out.
Alright, Gra.
Meanwhile, in the wagon, this guy standing up with arms behind his back, kind of pacing on the very small bit of ground he has between the end of the benches and then back towards the driver's side. He comes back, does sort of like one lap before stopping in front of you again, Krennic, and just tilts his head. And he just slowly takes off his helm. He just reveals like a middle-aged man with a grievous scar kind of going from the hairline down to the bottom of his eye, just stopping right here. And he's just got this thick gray and black beard and a real big thick mane of black hair. And he's just this grizzled-looking middle-aged human. And he's staring at you and he says, "You were with the others when the disturbances at the camp happened, weren't you?"
The camp.
His nostrils flare. "You were with the ones who freed the monk, weren't you?"
Of course.
Fucking. Yeah, a doy.
He kind of looks. He kind of looks at the benches, both benches filled with other of his companions, and looks at them and says, "I told you. They were still following us. Resmir's suspicions and fears about the omen have come true. What is it you and your master know about our plans?" And he's just leaning down into you and kind of just, his nostrils and his brow won't stop sort of flaring and dancing as he looks at you through clenched teeth.
I'll make fun of him.
"Why do you keep following us?"
Well,
We want to be part of your group.
Nine, you're
hearing
all
this?
of this, yeah.
Good.
to be honest, we don't know a lot about what you guys are doing.
I just to retcon this, when you said you're right about where you were, Nine was mad impressed with how Krennic handled that situation. It's like the balls. Nice.
Krennic, roll a persuasion.
Nice bluff.
Shit, I'm not even lying. Can I have advantage?
He isn't lying. He isn't lying.
Yes, you can.
Oh god. Yo, 20!
Oh.
20!
There it is.
But I will follow it up with this. I am curious. I'd like to know. After all, I am a dragon scholar as well. And then I kind of like open the robe a little bit to show him like the inside colors
What?
that I wear. Almost as a secret reveal.
Nice. Sweet move.
He kind of pulls his arms forward into and stands cross-armed and staring at you. And says, "I'll admit, I'm a bit confused. You have interesting attire. Admit to being with those who are following us, and yet also claim to have no idea what we're up to or why you're following us.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?"
Well, you see, I was a dragon cultist, and then I found some friends who rescued me from the mindless clutches of dogma and superstition. But then
Damn.
I learned more and more, and I must admit to myself there is a secret buried with the dragons and the knowledge that they hold that calls to me, and I must comply, so I follow.
So you
Where-
left
wait, where-
But I am a
being
free agent.
confused, but have returned to us?
Well,
Where's the?
I am a free agent.
Where is this conversation being taking place? Is it outside or inside?
Inside, above
Okay.
you.
Okay.
In the covered portion of their wagon.
Right. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
So you flock to us and follow us because you can't let go, or because you seek something?
Do you not feel the call of the dragon as well?
Calling them out. Fuck.
I can't quite place you, friend. Your words ring sincere. But tell me this.
What is our handshake?
What is it we seek to do when
Oh,
we reach Neritar?
Was close.
Oh man, do I know that? I don't know that.
What's going on in Craig's head right
Insight check. Call the dragons.
Wait, Neritar. Hang on. Let me think. Which one was Neritar? Do I know what Neritar? Do I know which one Neritar is? Because I thought they were going to Dragonspear and then Daggerford.
You know that all those places were on the way.
Yeah,
You
which
can,
one was Neritar?
make a an intelligence check to
Yeah.
see if you remember a thing.
Sorry, give me some DM help. I don't know.
You recall recovering some paperwork from Frulum's private quarters that mentioned
Yeah.
a place called Neritar. That's all you get with an 11.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I don't know what's... Is Neritar the end game? Is that where you're going? Because I don't know. I've only heard of that name from my old master, Frulum.
Make another persuasion check, friend.
And because she was my old master at one point.
Not
I get
today.
advantage?
Not
Oh, come on!
today.
Ah. Oh, shit! That's good!
You were bluffing the fuck out of
Look,
this.
she was my old master.
His expression changes at the name drop. He says, "No, Neritar is the beginning." And he kind of beckons you to stand up.
Yeah, I stand up.
He kind of goes back to this arm behind the back sort of trained soldier posture. And he's looking at you and he says, "You and your friends Are they your friends?
Answer
Do
wisely.
you wish to rejoin us in our noble purpose?
Not quite. Only because, yes, they are my friends. But I think they will be useful in the future, in the coming future. And, I cannot leave them yet.
I'm not asking you to leave them. I do know Rezmir was not as upset as one might think at the loss of competition in the ranks. If you
Surprise!
Amazing.
Thank you.
I would be willing to consider giving you another chance at re-entry. You can take it and regain some trust between here and Waterdeep, or you can die.
The ultimatum.
9, you hear this. You continue listening.
Yeah, I am starting to ready some stuff though. Like ready my
Like
body. I'm fucked.
Really quick,
Yeah.
can I insight whether or not this means now? Or just kind of
Oh yeah, he
the
means
royal...
now. Oh
Oh.
yeah, definitely now.
Okay.
But he rolled a 20.
He did.
Sorry, and
Why he's getting options.
are we still in the Fields of the Dead?
I am.
Technically
No,
the
you're
northern.
you're technically just on the outskirts of it right now.
Okay.
And I'll be cutting to our other characters in a moment. I'm looking to 9 if there's anything you need.
I'm thinking, how many voices do I hear in there? Or can I gauge what it sounds?
You only hear 2. One, unknown to you. The other is Krenix.
Mm-hmm. And then, can I tell by the rustling around an approximate guess of how many people are in there?
It's a good question. Give me that insight check.
Here comes the 2.
You're probably right.
Oh,
Okay,
there we go.
I'll take that.
You roughly gauge, in addition to 9 and this guy, potentially 3 to 5 others. And you also recall that the figure who was completely enshrouded and even for you hard to detect, disappeared and went to the front of the wagon, and you're not sure if he went inside. Is the figure talking? Or is just somewhere else altogether?
Okay.
So, last chance before I cut to Auric and Gra.
Mhm.
Is there anything you would like to do?
I'm gonna hold my action just for like I'm gonna do something.
Yep.
At any moment.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. So, but go to
Okay.
them first.
You can, on account of that, feel free to interject if
Okay.
you feel the need to. So, Auric, after some awkwardness, you manage to kind of shake everyone up, sort the shit out a little bit. You know that people are missing. Everyone's awake. What are you doing?
I'm attempting to look around and see if I can find tracks or anything. I know it's dark.
You're outside looking around the wagon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm looking because I assume there's mud I assume there's, I'm looking at tracks, and if need be, I can light a very small light with my light cantrip and take a look around.
Okay. You look around. Oro.
But I have dark vision. I don't think I need it unless you say I need it.
No, I wouldn't think so. Okay, you're hopping down the wagon after waking everyone up. Looking around. There's enough sliver of moonlight through the cloudy sky, the same one that glinted off said dagger. Enabling your dark vision to kind of see some things, but it is still a bit disadvantageous when looking for tracks and kind of trying to examine things super close. Barrel Man, what are you doing?
Do you want me to make a survival check, Biddy?
That would be fantastic, with disadvantage if you are not using any light sources. Okay.
Oh, the mustache. Fuck
Wow.
That's
Man.
right.
I mean, there's no point in even rolling. But unless we want to see if we get a critical one.
Let's do
see.
that. Oh my
Shut up.
god! Fuck is this? I don't even know. Should we just stop?
Oh!
Should we just call it a night?
Like, for
Jeez.
real?
This
What
game's
the fuck?
stupid. Why do we play this
Yeah.
stupid thing?
Hold on, I'm just rolling a naked 20 here. Okay, we're fine. Alright. Oric!
Wow.
Oric! Hey, come here. Step out of it.
Ordic,
What's wrong?
You can't. I mean, you have no idea where anyone is right now, but you're
Yeah,
also
no
feeling
clue.
a little hesitant to turn on any light source. You're kind of looking around, and then Barrel Man and Grimlaw hop out of the wagon. Finally, a bit awake. Neither of them seem very happy to be awake.
I'm gonna jump down next to Grimlaw. Where's Grimlaw at?
He's just out the back of the wagon.
Alright, a barrel comes flopping down next to him into the mud.
Would you
Boom.
please watch it, Sir Crow?
Grimlaw, thank you very much for calling me sir, but I am not a sir. That's a title for humans. We need to find our friends right now.
Grimlaw kind of looks back in after only just now sort of coming to his senses and realizing what the hell's going on. He glances back into your wagon, starts looking around, sees Oric looking around.
Grimlaw, can you fly?
Look, did you see that, Oric? Several
No.
tracks, some of them Talon-like, appear to be leading up and around the caravan to the north.
Grandma's so useful.
I don't see anything. I have no
Look,
idea what
follow
you're talking
follow
about.
me, Keep
Okay,
quiet. I don't
all
know
right.
Shh, okay, what's happening. Do you know where they are or what is going
Grimlaw,
on?
lead
I
the
have
way.
no idea.
I'll follow you, Grimlaw.
Gra, are you really gonna keep wearing that barrel like that?
Yes, I am. Don't question the ways of the mountain.
Everyone, should we try to be quiet?
Yeah.
Yes. Gra tries to be quiet, but the squishy, floppy noises of foot
Let's
in
all
mud.
of us roll a stealth check together and hope that none of them are too. Oh
Dude.
boy, what am I stepping in?
In order to be perfectly honest and to have a great time tonight, I am wearing heavy armor. So do I not have disadvantage?
I believe
on
it will
stealth
automatically
checks?
roll that disadvantage for you.
That
Oh
is
my
so
god.
great.
Look at that disadvantage giving you a 17.
Wow. Fortunately,
It-
2 out of 3 of you.
Well, it
Uh,
didn't roll disadvantage.
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, what? Wait, what kind of armor do you have on? Oh, your armor doesn't have disadvantage, I don't think.
What?
I
Did
thought
you
I'm
change
wearing
it?
heavy armor.
You're wearing dragon chainmail,
Yeah, that's the one that sucks to your body and,
which
and
is
conforms to you.
surprisingly, actually quite soft
Stealthy?
and tiny, and does not impose disadvantage.
It's Mithril, dude. You got Mithril on
Essentially,
your
yeah.
body.
Well, as great as he was at finding the tracks, his egocentric storming and leading almost had him clopping down in a huge fucking puddle. But Oric, you spot this pretty quickly, kind of grab him and move him over a little bit. Shh. And shockingly, you and Barrel Gra are fairly quiet in moving this little stealth group forward.
I want to try and climb around to the obviously stealthily to take a peek in to see if I can spot Orc or Krennic. Are there any like slits I can see through on the wagon? Is there any like holes in the canvas or
Yeah.
windows?
Your choice. Where you're listening, like the floorboards are kind of like separated and loose enough. On most of these wagons, there's spots of kind of like an old wooden house, like there'd be separation, maybe like a knot or something that's punched through. You could choose to find a spot like this under the floor of the wagon where you're currently listening, or you could choose to try to go to the sides or the back or front to listen through the canvas covering. Or look through, meaning like look up, like kind of if you went to the side, you can kind of like, try to lift it up and peek through or loosen the bindings on it or something.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the back and see if I can't peek through. I know it's a little more dangerous, but could get me into the right spot at least.
Okay. I'm gonna need. Oh, did you just roll that stealth check, 9?
Yeah.
From before? Oh, okay, I'll use that. I was looking at who was I missing from? Oh, I got it. Oh no. Okay, no. All right. You quietly do so, and you looking through the back now. It's up to you if you actually go into where the curtain is, or like more the corner where like the framing and the actual canvas covering is.
I'll go to the corner canvas framing just because
Okay.
more to hold on to, more to hide behind.
Alright. You're kind of near the corner and you're able to peel back enough of it that you can kind of like just peer over into the edge there. And you're kind of looking up at the back of a bench, and you see Krennic sat almost right in front of you. And then it's hard to make out from here, but you see enough figures seated and one standing that confirm your rough head count to be about 4 people on the inside plus this standing guy.
Okay.
None of them, from what you can see here, are dressed like the guy who brought Krennic here.
Okay. Okay, so I message Krennic and I say, Krennic, I am just outside the wagon. Say bananas when you want me to cast silence.
I try desperately to not move my face.
and Krennic can respond to me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
mentally?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. It's,
Oh, thank
let me just
God.
check the message.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Banana! Banana!
In a whisper. Oh, that only you can hear. Oh, it's.
The target only you hear. It can reply in a whisper that only you can hear, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
kind of whisper something and only 9 would hear it.
Yeah. In this, is this timeline happening kind of like before I stand up?
No, so I mean, I imagine this is happening like right as you stood up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I say like, it's coming quick.
Okay.
It's coming quick.
Are we close to the cart?
You
at
are
this
very
point?
very close. So close, in fact, that you see a small-tailed figure emerge
There you go.
from underneath the wagon. Hard to see because there's a bit of mud covering him, almost giving him some sort of natural camouflage that does not pick up a lot of the light. And you see him, and then you kind of see him peering in, and then the tail sort of perks up, and it's a very recognizable silhouette. It's 9 staring up into the back of this wagon.
Okay.
What are you doing, Oric and company?
I am looking to see if 9 sees us.
He does not. He's definitely focused on spying on the inside
Okay.
of this wagon right now. You can kind of get a sense of that.
Oric knows 9 well enough to know that he probably has something in the works. And he stops Gra and Grimlaw, puts finger to his lips, does the look gesture at 9, and then says like a wait, like a pause kind of, or like a halt kind of motion, And then
Orc,
But
what's
you-
wrong with your hands? Why are
You
you
look like
making
it's a-
funny things with your hands?
are you seriously screaming that?
Are your hands broken or something? Do you need help with them?
Do I hear this?
Yeah, I assume he's
I
screaming.
would- if
Everybody
that's how
in
it
the
comes
whole
out, then
fucking-
Well, it's also raining. It's
It
also
is-
raining.
it
If
is
they're 30
also
feet away,
raining
I don't know
pretty
what.
loud. It's true. It's true.
Can I roll a perception to see if I hear that?
Your hands, why are your hands all freaking out?
No, I didn't hear that.
I don't understand your hands.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Put your finger up to my lips.
I want you to know that if I die because of this,
Oh!
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Why are your hands freaking out like that?
and then
that mean?
I like
What's it mean? I don't understand.
I assume Graw's bent down at this point, and I keep my hand over his mouth and I whisper, "Shut up!
Oh.
Look, 9 is under the cart. When the time comes, we're gonna fucking murder everything inside the cart, I bet."
Oh,
Okay.
my bust. And then Grog kind of like sinks down into the mud and his barrel like goes into the mud and the top comes over.
And Graw, when it's time, you go in and you go in hard, okay?
I don't know if I can get up without any kind of... You're gonna have to help me to get hard. But
I'm not touching
I know
any.
that's...
I meant you're gonna kill people.
Oh! Okay. Oh.
Get your mind out of the fucking mud.
But you almost kissed me.
You, oh my.
Krennic.
Yeah.
You're back inside the wagon.
Yeah. Oh, right. So as I stand up, I'm on the side of the wagon. I sat down on to one side, right?
Yep.
And then okay, and is he positioned in a way where if I stand up, my back can be to the opening?
Yes, absolutely. So like you are like, if back here is, if this is the back of the wagon, you were
Yeah.
sat here,
Right.
looking this way towards the
Okay.
guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, the back of the wagon entrance was over here where 9 was looking.
Okay. Because my plan is I might just acrobatics my way right out of the back of the wagon, but I want to know if that is an available plan. If it's like completely blocked by people or something, then I'll think of something else.
That is a fairly viable
Okay.
option.
Okay.
Considering
Okay.
your position
All right.
right now, yeah.
Back up. All right. Okay. So I'll tell him. He asked me. We could rejoin the
Essentially, yeah.
cult of the dragon or die.
Die.
Wow, wow, that's definitely not what you promised when you took me on this walk. Let's say this is a very intriguing offer, and I'm sure Rezmir has very many benefits. But does he have bananas?
And then I cast silence.
Roll initiative.
Does he have
Shit.
bananas?
Can we say that the silence happened
my
before? Like, that's not my
God.
move, right?
Yeah, like you would definitely have like you
Wow.
would be able to get the silence off as sort of like a surprise action.
look how fucking fast this is!
Wow.
Ow.
You guys fucking move when it's bananas time.
I don't even know what a
Christ.
banana is.
Wow.
Is that like the color?
Give me a moment. I wasn't ready to eat
Luke.
bananas.
Klug, I love how wow.
Does Resmir have any bananas? Goodbye.
Oh man.
Good.
Oh man. So, and silence is enough to like cover the wagon plus like another 20 feet. This is huge.
Yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big boy thing.
Yeah.
But I
20
also am
foot
out of
radius.
a lot of abilities.
40 feet across.
Why are you
Uh,
out of a lot of
You
abilities?
should have a full rest, right?
Yeah.
Mi-
you
no,
should-
mine are a lot of them are audible.
So let me get this straight. We're gonna murder them and appropriate their caravan.
I mean,
At this point, who fucking cares?
Because
They're a threat.
let's talk about it after we murder them.
We have to kill them
All right.
because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
and they're gonna report back. They pretty much as much said that they're gonna report to
Yeah.
Esmir about this.
All right.
And
Alright.
they may not have sent a word to him yet, so we may be if we kill
Oh,
them and
shit, I should have
assume
asked
their
him.
identity.
That's fine.
We have to
Might
do
be
it
able to-
quiet. We have to do it real quiet. How many
That's
are
why
there?
it's silence.
Just cast
as fuck in
silence.
Yeah,
Nobody can hear anything
One moment,
inside
please.
this wagon. You especially can get in this wagon and just punch people dead everywhere.
I
that would be the goal, really.
want to get me in there.
I want your barrel in here, and I want your fist. In places.
Wait.
Well, okay.
Are we out of? Because we stayed back a little bit.
Yeah,
Are
you're
we-
like 30 feet away from the caravan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
are we
I said 30.
in
You might have been
silence?
closer.
Yeah, so, okay, just give me 1 second. But basically, those of you who were waiting, since you got the bananas out in such a wonderful way, you basically have, like, one surprise action.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, good.
Just need 1 moment, please.
Because Gro, I've got some things for you.
Oh, you gotta say it like that. That's really patronizing.
I've got some great things for you. It's gonna be so good.
I really like it when you dangle the things in front of my face. Like,
Like
yeah,
keys?
yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
trust me.
What is that? What's that thing you got there?
Oryx sounds like one of those TV evangelists that gets really crazy.
What is that? Oh, I like that.
Because he built it for him, right?
It's just like a stick.
But it jingles.
Yeah. Oh, it jiggles.
It makes a nice noise. It's very nice. I like that.
Oh, I like it.
Just trust Daddy Oric.
I wanna touch it. I want it.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh man, I hope one of you brought my staff.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, nice.
I totally grabbed it. I even said I grabbed it.
It sounds like a little
Nice,
string.
dude. I'm glad you said it because I would not have remembered that, but good job.
Yeah, left behind my backpack, bag of
Well,
holding,
I
bandolier.
I remember how specific you were about how many things you left behind.
Mhm. That's right. Which was good. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, do I leave this behind? Okay, I leave it behind. And this thing behind? I leave it behind.
Yeah. I went through my inventory actually, and I managed to like sort. I forgot that you can do this. You can write the location of where an item is, and if that location matches another item, it stacks it. So it's like you
Oh.
can have your backpack, and then everything that's
How
in your
do you do
backpack,
that?
you have the. Oh, here, I'll show you. It looks like that. You just write in the backpack as the location. So here, it's in Discord.
Oh shit, I can't see that.
What?
Open link? It's so tiny, I can't.
Really?
Super zoom.
Use your eyes.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Oh, okay.
So you gotta add an item that's like backpack if you don't have one, or bandolier, or whatever. But like the bandolier is where I was keeping like the med kit and all that
Gotcha.
stuff.
That's cool. Okay.
Okay. So, let's see.
Oh shit! Use the animal ring.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey.
Oh no, but the silence is not on the cart; it's on the area, right? Or does it go on the cart?
Could you draw? So this is kind of roughly what I had in mind. Could you draw the area of silence that you were targeting? Now?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Damn,
This is
just
20,
whip
right?
this up. Wow.
Is it 20? Is that what the
20-foot radius, yeah. So 40 foot across.
Okay.
Oops.
Silence. And you're marking spell slots off as you use them, yeah?
I'm going to be.
Yeah, you are.
So like when you're saying 40, are you talking like this?
20-foot radius.
Radius.
Oh, radius, okay.
Sorry,
I
yeah.
always get shocked when I see like the size of that shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty much directly on Krennic.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just can't click directly on him.
Here, I
Put
can
somewhere
lay. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Nice, and it lasts for 10 minutes concentration.
I wish I'd like it to go a little bit more.
Just a little bit off,
Let me see if I
like,
can.
wagon
I might
position.
get it there.
More like
Oops.
here.
Get it there.
Is everybody inside that cart, Fitty?
They all are, yeah.
And 9 is underneath it.
No, 9 is on the back screen left corner now, I believe.
Oh shit! You jumped in.
Well, he
Yep.
was looking in.
I mean, yeah.
And then
Oh.
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
I'm ready to party, dude. I'm trying to get it a little south. This is a challenge. But something along
Okay.
those lines.
Yeah, that's fine. Like that?
Yeah. Like I just want to cover the exit a little bit too
Yeah.
for a little bit of leeway.
But not including yourself?
I would rather have myself out of it at this moment
Yeah, alright.
and have the exits covered.
Alright, so surprise round. The last thing you hear, 9, is bananas.
Yeah, and then
And-
I do this
Do what? Kind of-
Sent it.
in Discord.
You're hideous. You are hideous.
Well, I am fucking burned alive, so
You
there's
are.
that.
Your beak is a fucking mouth. Your beak is a hole, dude. You're like, you go to say shush, but it comes out like.
So you say bananas and
gas.
shush. You've got
Yeah.
one action if you want to do something.
Oh yeah. I'll fucking throat punch him just Neo style to the throat.
Okay, now remember you can roll and drop your dice on a token. If you'd
Oh,
be
that's
so
right.
kind, it would help
Yeah.
speed things up a lot.
I'll start with the first guy. Let me do it. Hang on, sorry.
Yeah,
I lost my
that's
tab. There it is. Okay, so I don't have my staff, so I'm just gonna talons. Talons. Oh fuck you.
Oh boy.
Don't do it.
fine. The last
But-
thing you hear, yeah,
Oh. I want a bonus key action.
yeah, sure you do, is
Okay.
is bananas, and you go for the throat punch, and this fucking main guy who's been talking at you just fucking snatches your wrist and glares at you, and just kind of stares at you for but a moment as you say bananas and stand there sort of beak mouth missing a gape, and he says, I guess you choose to be forever silent then. And
But
he
you
just-
can't hear what he says. All you see
Yeah.
is his lips.
There you go.
Blah 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 blah. It's something
And he's
epic.
just
You know it's
clutching-
epic.
Yeah, it's fucking epic. He really stuck the landing on that one, and he's just squeezing tightly around
Alright.
your wrists and looking at you with just death in his eyes. But yeah, sorry, you are
Is
totally
death.
fucking grappled right now as a result of your awful move. 9.
Oh yeah.
You cast. Actually, he does get to say that because 9, your surprise action is happening right now, and
Okay.
so he does stick the landing. You do audibly hear it, and then it's the last thing anyone hears. The sounds of rain, everything just stop, and 9. You using
That is-
full action is your surprise.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
you are there positioned on the back side of this.
Gotcha.
Everyone else gets skipped until Gra. Gra, you are with Grimla and Auric.
Where am
Near
I
the
on
back
this?
of the wagon train.
Oh. Okay. Man, I'm really far out, huh?
Now, so sorry because I did say you'd have a chance to get close, but it will be during the surprise action if you want, and then once the rest of you go, will be into normal initiative turn order.
So I can basically run 60 feet if I want to.
Totally, yeah. You could take a full-on dash action.
Can I pick someone up and dash with me?
Someone who also had a surprise action could willingly be scooped up by you.
I will
So
scoop
could
up.
2 somethings if you want to make an athletics check.
I will make an athletics check. I will pick up Grimlaw and Orc Bronzebeard, and I will dash 60 feet.
Okay. Make an athletics check, please.
I
That's
will.
not the time to roll one.
No, it's not. I have a +6.
Look at that, that's hot.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
You snatch up both Auric and Grimlaw squirms out of your grip and says, "I'll walk myself, Grog."
Hey, can I
Right
use
behind you?
can I use my birthday Inspirato? What does that give me?
I mean, you could. It gives you a chance to forcibly snatch up Grimlaw if that's what you're after.
For
So,
what?
wait a minute.
What move?
Oric is the one who wiggled out, right?
No,
Grimlaw
I'm with
is.
you.
No, Grimlaw.
Yeah, I
which makes
want
so
you
much
to
sense.
take me.
Fuck Grimlaw. I'm just taking Oric.
Auric
Yeah.
just got swept away like a bride to be, happily swooning in your arms after that kiss earlier.
I look at him and like I wink at him and like our mouths get uncomfortably close, but then we pull back and then we are suddenly in the middle of battle.
Oric is not even paying attention. He gets this like glazed look over his eyes, like he's concentrating very hard, and he starts muttering these words, and he like brings out his hammer, and his eyes almost like go white, and he casts Warding Bond. Shortly followed by a bonus action. This is on Graw, so like the platinum rings that we both are wearing right now begin to glow white.
Oh, Gra feels a tingling
Gra.
sensation.
Graw now has a +1 to AC and resistance to all damage.
What the fuck is this spell?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, surprise, surprise, DM,
As a,
What?
surprise.
I've been setting this up over like.
Yeah, I know you have. I didn't
and-
know why. I didn't know what you're doing.
And the second thing, as
We're
a
married
bonus
now.
action, I cast Shield of Faith, which gives you another +2 AC, which means your AC is 20 fucking 2 right now.
I'm going in. I'm going in. Get me in there, boys.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get
This is why-
slain. I'm gonna get
this is why
slain
we're here.
anyway.
Only one is concentration.
Yeah.
Biddy's gonna focus the fuck out of me, and I'm gonna die.
No,
Dude,
because
It's a
all the
connection.
guys
the
are
damage you take, I take too. That's the catch.
We're both
So-
gonna die. This is great.
You guys are
Wow.
Torbjorn and Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Helpfuls.
Okay, I get it.
Hi guys.
But I just buffed the shit out of your AC, so
Alright, and
All right, perfect.
Gra, your charge path, where were you hoping to stop? Knowing that you could only get to like right about the back of the wagon, like right up against it, were you trying to go like straight towards the door?
Which wagon are you signaling?
So the one on the map, that blue square is kind of roughly the outline of the wagon. 9 is seen on the back side of it, and
Oh.
that's like the last thing you see.
I just want to get right up into the wagon, and if I can, if you'll allow me, I just want to charge into the wagon and make it jolt.
You... Okay. You run up. I mean, it's gonna sting you a little bit to do so.
That's fine.
Considering your cargo, but you're able to you scoop up Auric. Auric's muttering some word. You can almost feel some white hot connection to him as he speaks these strange arcanic phrases. And
Before you
feel-
finish, can I charge into one of the back wheel? No, I just want to charge into the back of it.
Yeah, you
straight
kinda,
into
you
the
kind of have to like dovetail in a little bit from the
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of the other wagon. You just
Yeah.
slam into it, and you and Auric both take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the shock ripples through your body. Auric, it's not like anything you've ever felt before, considering that's a wrong slot.
But I've felt it real before.
Yeah, and like there's just like a, and you can kind of hear people inside reacting a little bit. Grimlaw trails behind you, but stops
bitch.
near the outside of the last wagon and kind of positions himself there.
He's struck a bad chord with Gra. He's smart.
Actually, he should have.
We would like break half his crown and make him half retarded.
Take one gem out, makes it less.
Yeah.
Okay. As the jolt sort of racks through the wagon, everyone is like just on high alert and fully aware of sort of at least kind of the situation that's transpiring here. Krennic,
Yeah.
you are actually here.
Oh.
As you
Okay.
went to punch this guy, and he is still clutching your wrists, but you feel like you've got a moment here to try to break free, but you are currently grappled.
Does the jolt knock anyone over or anything, or like make
No.
them off guard? No. Okay.
Okay. So
I
I
regret that.
contest his grapple.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Did that work? Oh.
No.
Okay, how about that? Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I contest his grapple.
Okay. So grappling contested by his strength check. 1 second.
Against a
And
20.
You easily break free and just sort of like monk your way out, like knocking his hand around your
monk the
wrist free
fuck
with
out
your
of
other
him.
hand.
Sweet move.
So this does consume your action, but I'm happy to call it an attack action of
Okay.
sorts, which means you can technically maybe do other things.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my bonus action to patient defense.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Care of
everyone,
those patients.
I have dodge basically. So everyone who attacks me is a disadvantage.
That's awesome.
So I just like I swoop right out of his grip, and then I just do the whole like water dance move. Come get me.
Oh, I love it. Oh. Great.
Oh yeah, and then I kind of make it like the dragon thing. I'm like,
Your
there,
feathers
and
come out.
with dodge activated here.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. First time anyone's actually actively used dodge. You are just
work? There you
like completely in the zone right now. Like you are sensing all of the forms around you, feeling their body heat, feeling the tenseness of the situation, and out of character, any attack roll made against you will be at a disadvantage.
and it's so quiet.
And if you can see the attacker, which you pretty much can, everyone within the wagon here, you get to make all of your dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Oh yeah. And
So-
then, and then I'd like to take a 5-foot step back as a movement. Can I do
Oh.
that? Or no, I can't do that. That's disengage. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I stay right where I'm at. I'm fine.
All right, 9.
Oops, sorry.
Where's that circle?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was mine. I got rid of it. Here.
I can use Grimlaw's slot to use it here, so you guys can draw
Oh
what
shit!
you want.
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah, you did.
Now,
It was right.
It's basically right on the center of the wagon.
Yeah, it was. Like it's so weird. It looks different on my one screen versus the other.
so
That.
question. Silence is a concentration spell. What does that mean for all my other spells?
As long as it's not concentration, I think you can cast it.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you do cast another concentration, this one drops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second question.
Yep.
I want to cast something that requires my voice as a component. There's a ring of silence in front of me.
Yep.
But if I can say it because I'm on the outside of it and my voice says the words, can I cast it?
Which spell?
Fairy fire?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. And then I want to put the box pretty much right on Krennic. And
So now, okay, you do know that the first thing you asked though, that casting the fairy fire will cancel the silence as soon as you cast.
is fairy fire a concentration?
It is.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay, never mind. No,
Okay.
keeping silence.
All right.
Yep.
But you would be able to cast the fairy fire. It would just as soon as you do so, the silence would end.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do. Okay. Fair enough. We're just gonna do this the old-fashioned monk 'em up way, you know.
Okay, so what are you
I'm gonna
do?
crawl. I'm crawling into that silence corner, the naughty corner, if you will.
So are you trying to like
The naughty
actually
corner.
crawl into the wagon?
Yeah. Say again.
You're trying to crawl into their wagon?
Yeah.
Okay, you were definitely able to look inside of it, but if you want to crawl in there, you'd have to like cut some of the bindings free. Almost think of it
Okay.
like, you know, like if there was like an eyelet in canvas that was tied down around some framing and like nailed in. It's basically what you're looking at. It's nothing that would be hard for you to cut into, even the cloth itself. I just want to know how you're doing so.
Okay. Well, I can't do that because it's fucking everything's audible. Shit. Okay, so what's my nearest entrance? Is that
Well,
it?
I mean, like the actual back door fabric curtain that Krennic went in is just like a door right in front of Gra right now, right where
Okay.
that maroon arrow is.
Well, then I'm going in the front door.
Okay,
You also, is
Uh,
it canvas? Did you say it was canvas?
I did, yeah.
So
Combat music
you do have claws.
He does,
Yeah.
lots of them.
and a whip.
All right, but you're entering now. You're going in.
Yeah, I'm going right in the front door.
Okay. 9 stalks around the back and deftly hops into the back of the wagon.
Definitely.
No one
I'm
hears
pushing
him
it.
do
I'm
it.
pushing it open pretty hard.
Is a Krennic just standing in full on like fucking Karate Kid monk mode with like one leg up and his wings perched,
That's
Just
so sexy in my
fucking
mind.
like sensing all of these guys around him, and you enter in what appears to be a very tense scene about to just burst at the seams, and you can hear nothing. The sounds of the rain are gone. The focus is sharp all around you, and all of these forms kind of turn and look at you. You've moved 10 feet. What else are you doing?
Whip. I don't like the feel of it at all, but I take the tentacle whip out, and I try to do this quick sidearm, like a little quick snap of it.
Okay.
Is this? I don't know the length of this tentacle whip,
It's true.
so I don't know how that plays out.
Your Inventory.
If that doesn't work.
The last time you cracked this thing forward, you managed to reach almost about 10 feet.
Whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
But I'm okay here. I can still use that.
Oh yeah,
weapon.
5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I use the tentacle whip. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Where's that? My tentacles.
And if you can roll the attack dice on this guy's token, like when you drop the dice, you can like drop them on him.
Oh, drop him on him?
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
base.
It will automatically do a bunch of maths for me, which will be super cool.
Okay.
Is that doable? If
So
not,
dropping it on the dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, nice, nice.
I've never done that before. That's cute.
Yeah, so it basically auto tells me whether you hit against his AC.
Yeah, I
and
see
pull
what
a
you're
bunch
saying.
of shit and try to make this shit.
That's cute.
Your
Ew.
tentacle latches onto this guy and almost seems to like wrap around part of his neck, and you can feel like the small suction cilia that move along the base of it, like feel like they've latched on and suctioned as well as wrapped around most of his neck. He's like, "Ugh." If he could make sounds, you know, that's what you think you would hear as he makes a like disgusted face.
Perfect.
Roll damage. You could do the same thing for me, where you just drop the damage die on him.
Okay.
You can. Does that also pull?
I don't know.
It locks them into they're locked up, right?
Yeah, it feels like you've done a little bit of damage, but you've definitely are latched onto this guy. Guy behind him is looking at you, Crick, and unknowingly, you can see him like reaching out a hand and gesturing and making symbols and forming shapes with his hands that you recognize as attempted spell casting, but his spell fizzles and does nothing in the field of silence.
Which one was it?
It was
Deceitful,
the
dim-witted lisp.
flax scarfed one in the back corner.
Okay, flax scarf. Okay.
Gra.
Gra.
As you charge in and feel the warmth around your ring finger, you see 9 quickly scurry in front of you and just flutter through the curtains, revealing the scene ahead. But as you step in and notice this, you immediately, your warrior senses kick in and you realize that you hear nothing.
Wait. Ra is going to. He's gonna hit Deceitful Dim-Witted Lisp with the Iron Comment.
Okay.
I have a 10-foot radius on that, right?
Are you dropping Auric at this point?
Yes.
Okay. And Iron Comment does have reach, so I mean, are you
I
going
don't-
into melee range, or are you just going into reach range?
I can shoot it straight through the back of this thing and hit Deceitful Dim-Witted Lisp, right?
Hold the phone. For you, it's 5 feet, so
It's 5 feet.
basically- Yeah. Basically here.
All right, whatever. I get in there and I use Great Axe on him. I drop the barrel. The barrel disappears and Grog goes into crucifix mode, and so everyone can see that he revealed is all the weapons strapped to his back, and he's no longer Barrel Man. He's just this fucking hulking death machine. And he puts his hands behind his head and he reveals an axe and he just swings down as hard as he can onto Deceitful Dim-Witted Lisp.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
yells, "You're fucking dead!" And nothing that comes out.
No.
Nothing comes out. He's
Like
just
there's
like,
a spray from his mouth just hitting him in the face.
yeah, exactly. Spit comes out. Spit comes out, and then this guy.
Ooh!
Oh
It's
yeah,
that-
and you connect with that fucking axe. Go ahead and roll damage on him.
Nice.
And Gra. Alright, you could do all your maths on him.
Oh yeah, well next time roll damage on him too, and then I won't.
Oh, on him.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it right now?
No, I already added it because you rolled it. I want to keep
Okay.
the damage there. You connect, and it's a fucking pretty nasty blow that cuts across his pectoral area. And
Gra uses Action Surge.
Oh, okay.
Takes another action.
Nova.
And he's going to smash down on him again with his great axe.
Okay.
He's gonna put his foot down on the guy's neck, and he's just gonna fucking great axe him right in the spine with a one.
Is he?
Oh,
Is he though?
No. Oh, no.
Did I already used my inspiration up, right?
Your birthday one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did
No.
you?
I can't
I don't
remember.
think
You asked about it.
I don't think you did.
Did I not?
No.
Okay, we'll go with no.
I don't
Can I
think
do
you
it
did.
again?
You asked a question about it, but I didn't think you used it.
All right, go
Right.
for it. Let it rip.
All right.
on now.
Take it
I'm
off.
moving
Take
it.
it off of me. The death.
Wow.
The
They're just
death.
like swinging and just furious, and then you kind of go to swing again, and like the adrenaline as it's surging through you is just almost too much to bear down, that your rage overcomes you, and you almost swing and miss again, and then you kind of just correct as you drop your shoulder and just fucking slash into his body for significant damage. Like this guy, like you have just cut his fucking robes through, and he is bleeding pretty profusely from his torso right now.
Gra uses maneuvering attack, and he rolls a 1d8 and adds that to the damage. And he's gonna pick up Krennic by the scruff of his neck and throw him through the top of the cart.
What?
Through the canvas.
Like
Technically,
vertically?
When
Vertically.
Wait, what is the?
Do you have enough actions to do that?
It's a maneuver, yeah.
Yeah, it tacks on. If he connects with a hit, he can choose to use maneuvering attack.
I connect.
Battle masters are godlike.
That's crazy, man.
So you now use your reaction to give Auric.
30 feet vertical movement.
Krennic, he said
Oh,
Krennic.
Krennic.
Oh,
Sorry.
Krennic. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, without provoking opportunity attacks. God damn, that's crazy.
You're out of combat. See you later.
Krennic, you are like in
I
this
could use
fucking
this
zen
reaction.
state,
Oh yeah.
Where
Oh,
you
I
sense
use
everyone
my
around
reaction.
you, and yeah,
You go
can-
flying through the tarp.
You immediately sense Gra's entrance and feel the blood splatter against your plumage, and you see an opportunity within like all of these fucking infrared forms around you. Like in this one precise moment, you could burst free before anyone would have time to do anything about it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Basically, I want to cover their escape. So if this side is like walled off and they can't go out that way and they can't go out that way or this way, and this is the only way they can go, I'm just gonna back up to like here, just so they can't
You
escape.
could go half your movement.
But I want to stay inside the wagon and inside the inside the
So there
sphere.
is a an entrance into
Oh.
the thing, both on either side of the wagon, obviously. So also where you're drawing towards behind you,
Yeah.
but also on the opposite. If you're
So,
looking
like, over
straight
here?
past this guy, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm
So,
gonna go over there.
Out of character.
Yeah.
If should you choose, I was hoping to throw you up through the canvas of the cart so that
Yeah.
they could not touch you and you'd be out of combat range vertically, and then you could come back down on them should you choose.
That's true. Although, if I leave, they're gonna focus you.
That's fine. I mean,
Okay.
come on.
Can I burst through the ceiling then? Just through the canvas.
I throw him through the canvas.
I'll allow it. There's a couple things in terms of story that make sense for me in this moment, and because you were like
Alright.
using your dodge action and in like this fucking perfect
Patient
zen
defense.
state, along with him making this attack and fucking
Alright.
rolling a 25 on the attack, that combination allowed me to ignore the fact that maneuvering attack only gives you freedom to move and not provoke attack of opportunity from the guy that he hit, not
I mean,
everyone else.
You were right.
But
Oh.
you're already dodging and everything else. Like
Yeah.
it totally makes sense. Like you fucking pull this off. If that's what you're going
That's fair.
for.
Yeah.
You burst up through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
I'm
Like,
on the roof
you-
now.
You fucking just get like one big push of your wings as Gra creates this moment for you, and you rip through the roof of this thing.
Yes.
Kind of like
Yes.
3-point owl landing on top of like the taut awning
Oh
above
my
everyone. And you are
Fucking
looking,
god.
you were but 3 feet above them, like on top of this stretched wet canvas, like looking down at the room below. And it's
Yes!
at this point that you see the same hooded figure who brought you
Oh,
here,
no.
kind of perched up near the front of the wagon.
Shit. That's not the guy.
I
Oh
gave
my
her a
God.
sex toy.
What?
Wait.
Her?
No,
this
this
is the
is-
guy
Oh,
that
it's a different
escorted you here.
I gave him a sex
Oh,
toy.
shit. So wait, does he see me? Or do I just see him? Because I'm silent.
You see him. Yeah, he's
Okay.
down like near the driver's seat.
Okay. And he's
And
in
it
the
did
silence.
just go
but
silent,
he's-
so it's probably like
He's in the silence, yeah.
All
Okay.
of a sudden, all
Oh
sound is
shit.
gone.
Oh shit. Do I still
So-
have movement?
Well, let's say no. Like this
Okay.
whole
Alright, that's
crazy
fine.
burst through maneuver
Yeah.
landing, you're good. Grimlaw.
Shit. I might have to go chase him down if he runs.
Yep.
from afar.
You need to kill him.
Fuck.
Actually, let me see something on Grimlaw.
Dude, it's
Like-
1v1. You can monk him up.
Grimlaw's just sauntering his way over here. Because he's so smart. He's too smart for this shit now.
Dude, he is a giant vagina now. He's smart and he just hates everybody. Too good for us.
Ooh.
We need to make him half retarded.
Grimlaw, I don't know that any of you really notice this in your current state. He's basically climbing up on the next row of wagons, which is just parked there, sleeping, kind of like like an RV park, like no one's in the driver's seat. He climbs up on there. No one really sees this, and maybe it's news to some of you. But the same person that I should have used his sheet. Sorry. The same person that you were moving towards, 9, both you and Oric feel like a breeze just brush past you, and if you could hear, you would hear the sound of a short bow drawing back and firing, and you don't remember him having one, but he does.
What?
He
and-
took mine.
Oh my god!
Some damage comes in as an arrow just grazes past, clipping this guy's robes, and it just like just goes right past you, 9, but hits its mark. Orc.
Okay, I have a question. The guy that 9 has wrapped up, if I shot him with a crossbow bolt, would that have advantage?
Yeah,
Because
that guy
he's-
should totally be at
'Cause-
disadvantage.
He's
He's getting all sucked up by an octopus tentacle.
is completely wrapped up.
Okay, hold on. One day I'll remember this. You certainly would have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's one other thing that I want to do. I'm gonna step outside of the circle.
Okay.
5 feet. As a
Now-
bonus action.
Yeah, okay, now you would know when you're out of the silence based on the sound of the rain returning, essentially. But you're kind of just like backing up like, what the fuck? I mean, you've seen this
Yeah, yeah.
before. You've seen this move before, but you there's no visible
There was enough
sphere.
of a. Well, yeah, right. There's enough of a when Grog crossed the boundary.
Totally,
and
yeah,
dropped
just
me.
like everything. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I'm
Um,
into that.
so I am
Take 5 feet back.
casting just 5 feet, and I'm casting spiritual weapon, and a spectral hammer appears like right over my shoulder, and it's pretty decently sized.
Ooh, you a
Um,
paladin?
It's a hammer of Muradin. There's cool dwarven rune markings all across it. And I'm not sure if I can move that. Bonus action. Move it up to 20 feet.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to do so. So it took a bonus action to conjure this thing.
Okay, so I can't actually physically move it yet.
You have to get
well,
within
you
5
choose,
feet.
You can choose where it's being conjured within 20 feet of you right now.
Oh.
Or no, within 60 feet of you, it says. is
Oh.
casting range.
I am putting it.
Put it in someone's butt.
Okay.
Conjure it in
Comes
a
into-
butt.
Yeah.
Where the white circle is, and I'm gonna hit the
When you
deceitful.
and as you conjure it for the first time, you can make a melee spell attack against
Whoa.
the creature. So now on your spell sheet, you see the dice next to it. You can drag that onto the target that the weapon is going after.
Is that
Put it on that guy's body.
Yeah, put it on that guy's butt.
Okay.
So if you look at your character sheet, yeah.
A hammer conjures into a man's butt.
You whisper a prayer to Moradin, and
Yeah, oh
a
yeah.
spectral hammer grod just forms out of the nothing above you and this
Oh.
guy that you just are slashing into. Like, what the fuck? And
I
it
take a knee.
It just reels back and just smashes down into him. Try rolling that flame icon dice onto the guy too, if you would.
You mean the blood one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it-
I always looked at like yeah. Yes. It's a blood.
Is it like a combat hammer or is it like a tactile hammer for hammering nails?
That's a good question. Is it like a smith's hammer?
No, it's a fucking warhammer.
There you go.
Oh, I wish it was like the remover side into someone's head. Like the two
and
prongs.
so like this guy just gets slashed, and Krennic bursts through. A hammer summons above and just smashes him in the head, and he just drops.
Nice.
And then for my main attack, I'm going to shoot the cultist, the
Oh.
filthy purple hair guy.
You have not had a lot of luck with shooting, but Godspeed, sir.
I have advantage.
Okay.
You do.
Okay.
And this is using your crossbow.
Yes, and should I actually click the advantage button or should I just roll it twice?
You should
out
click
of
the
that?
advantage button and then drop the roll to attack dice on the guy.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Oh yeah, look at all.
Oh, 20! 20!
So now also
You maimed him!
drop
Oh,
and
that's
roll
great.
the damage dice on him.
Dude, you fucking murdered him!
Let the fireworks.
Yes! Yes!
Like an arrow grazes past, and then a crossbow bolt just right into his fucking chest. And like if you could hear, like you could almost imagine the sounds of bone crunching behind you, 9. And as he knocks back, restrained in your tentacle whip, you almost see the tentacles sort of squirm and crawl further around his neck, and there's almost out of your control, like a reeling, like a fishing reel, as if like when you were fishing on like the back of a pirate ship, this thing almost starts to pull, like he whips away from you, and then starts to kind of come back to you, and it's as you see this thing crawl and curl around its neck, like it's winding him up like a spool on a fisherman's reel, and he starts moving back towards you.
We're so glad we looted that
Against
fucking
his will,
monster.
right?
It seems like the tentacle is doing this of its own accord.
But I mean, the filthy purple-headed dude.
Correct.
It's against
like,
his will.
yeah, he almost seems dazed and completely out of, like, he's like, almost if you imagine like his heels digging in and like his weight going that way, he's like dragging towards you as he's being reeled in.
Okay.
Auric, are you holding there, or do you want to use more of your 20 feet movement that you have left?
Well, let me ask you a question. Can I see the dark shrouded figure guy?
Not at all.
Okay. Then I will
Krennic
probably.
is the only one who does.
I'm gonna stay right here, seeing that everything was pretty effective from this vantage point.
Yeah, like you almost like want to like hold up and kiss your crossbow. That thing like fired, like whatever tune-ups you've been doing on the road,
God.
like all the gears, all of like the oil on like the wire. Yeah, it's a good spot. Kind of looking up at you is this guy who just like what felt like just a heartbeat ago had you in his clutches, just like and you see him just like pull forth a long sword and a short sword, and you're up above him right now, and he's like just got this movement, like he's just gonna start stabbing up at the ceiling.
Whoa.
And he moves in with the lighter blade first, stabbing towards you with his crossbow.
Oh no!
Still got disadvantage.
Stab you with a crossbow.
Sorry, with the short sword. Although I should have been the crossbow.
That would be
He's like, oh, got you now.
He technically still has disadvantage. As far as I know, you're still in your zen-like state.
Still
And, like,
dodging.
he can't see him either, right?
Well, I'm, like, standing at the edge of the
punches,
hole
like,
here.
You could see like the weight depressing down. And
Okay.
So he then reaches and stabs again with the longsword. That is not necessarily true because that didn't auto-apply disadvantage. I think it like removes it when.
Can't see it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Misses both times. Like you're able. Like, you like sense it coming, like, you just kind of like do like just a single step back as it punches through, and then step back again as he punches through the other side, and he's
Nice.
sort of like leaving like paper thin openings in the canvas above you. If this keeps up, you feel like your ground might disappear sooner than later, but for now it's fine.
I do not regret throwing you up there.
I do not regret being here.
You gotta fuck that hooded guy up.
Yeah.
1v1 monk style. Oh, and he can't leave the radius either.
He's probably gonna.
You're gonna have to get him, man.
As you're dodging and stepping back on this thing, you immediately sense another figure enter. Like, you ever watch Naruto?
I've seen
Badly.
one episode.
There's like these guys that like kind of just like zen out, go wide-eyed, and like are on, like kind of like see like the ethereal plane of figures
Oh,
around them, kind of like
nice.
infrared almost. And you immediately like sense this other form climbing up onto the roof towards you.
Oh yeah, field
and
trimmers.
it's the guy.
Oh,
It's the guy.
the
and,
guy.
and he emerges atop here. And if not for your heightened state right now, you feel as if like you might not have noticed him at all, and he might have been slipping a blade in your back without you even seeing it.
Oh, he's good.
Regardless, he's brandishing two short swords, and he kind of just like steps in, ducking towards you, and coming in low and just swiping up at you with one of those short swords. Despite his disadvantage, he still connects.
Oh,
Ooh.
cuts your feathers.
First blade hits and does some damage. second blade swings and misses. You manage to duck that one. But the first go around, you take 6 points of damage there.
Oh.
This guy, restrained, is just clutching at the tentacle thing, like he's still just making this like disgusted face. There's this fucking big crossbow bolt literally stuck in his chest right now. He's in full-on panic mode. Let's see. He's gonna make a strength check. He manages to get his hands in around the tentacle and just takes like all of his thing, and he rips free, and you see like almost like a series of hickeys along his neck. He just rips the tentacle off and like manages to break free from it and staggers backwards a bit as it lets go of its grip, and he's kind of just pressed against the wall there. He manages to get a dagger out, and he's kind of clutching at it and looking at the guy near him who's the guy next to him was the Flaxscarf who tried casting a spell. He's kind of like gesturing at him, like, you know, seeing what he's trying to do, and like pulls his arm down, stops him. But he just stands there with the dagger out. That's all he can do. This guy is unconscious or dead on the ground. The other guy tries to move in, like almost looks like he's gonna step towards, like around him, and sees the hammer, and then tries stepping over the unconscious body, positioning himself on the other side of Gra. And he goes to stab at you, Gra, with his dagger. And holy shit, misses because of your craziness.
22.
Thank you, Orig.
God damn.
Groff flexes and the moonlight catches it.
And we return
Yeah.
to Krennic, who just catches the swipe of a blade on top of this canvas.
I duck. And don't make it.
Moonlight monk him.
Yeah. And then I will give him a slight head nod, and then I will give him the elbows. Yeah. Nice.
You certainly do.
And then, does he look fucked up? Because I will flurry of blows.
He doesn't look that fucked up.
Okay, and then flurry of blows. So then, here's another one.
Oh wow.
Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay, so there's that. And then here's the next.
Oh.
Does that hit?
Yep.
And
Oh,
then
how many blows do you have? Holy shit!
3.
Blowing the shit out of him.
You are
Watch
blowing the
your
shit out of
mouth.
him, and you're like hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and he's just kind of taking it and taking it and taking it, and he's standing there, and he looks like you feel like you've connected, you've done something, but it's kind of that moment like where someone's like, "Rah!" And he's just like looking at you like, That's nice.
All right.
Yeah, you sense a real challenge on your hands here, and this guy's just kind of like smiling.
Yeah, that's it. It's my turn.
9. Your tentacle whip kind of like unfurls around this guy's neck and goes limp on the ground in front of you.
Okay. That's great news. So, just so I have this clear, Krennic's on the roof with the dark shrouded figure.
Yeah. And
Yeah, you can see up above you, like this main
Can't
guy
hear
who's
it.
interrogating him,
Yeah, I
like
can't hear.
literally stabbing at the ceiling. You can see Krennic through the hole that he punched through, kind of dancing and dodging it, and you just see, all you see is like a completely dark, shrouded silhouette just like stabbing at him. They're kind of like doing this crazy blade punch dance up there above you right now. And like you can see the depressions moving on there, but they're both moving very like quietly in like this well-balanced state, to the point where, you know, it's not so much Crouching Tiger on like very thin tree branches, but like, you know, they're moving in a way that it doesn't feel like they're just going to collapse down below you.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I look towards Filthy Purple Head as I take a couple steps backwards facing him, and I want to cast Vicious Mockery as I walk out the door, but because V is visual, right?
V is a
Component.
vocal.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay.
If even if he casts the vocal and you don't hear it, does that matter?
I would think so.
Well, it still works. Actually,
Because we're silenced. I don't think
we
it
we talked about this before. So you unleash a string of insults, right? But they can also be insults in the form of gestures. Because as far as I understand it, it doesn't need to understand you. Well, but it does say only if it can hear you. So let's go with no.
It's like if it could hear me and then I could do just the visual thing, that'd be fine. But
Yeah.
this makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah, like if he didn't speak the language.
Um.
But the
Okay.
tone, I guess it's partly the tone.
Well. I look at the. Shit. I can't die or I can't get hit. So I'm gonna take my my other whip from my other hand, and I want to do like this, like upwards. Like he was looking at the tentacle to the arm the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I quick draw the other one, but it's like a flick up, and I want to wrap it around his wrist as he's sitting there shocked,
Okay.
scared by this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and drop that attack roll on him.
Okay.
That hits.
My God.
Barely.
But fucking barely.
Fucking barely. It hits and connects. It doesn't really grapple, right? It just does a little bit of damage. And so like as your sort of released tentacle whip, you can almost like see it like inchworming along the ground back towards you as you kind of like crack this thing out. And just sort of graze him across the face with the whip.
Okay.
Because of your position, you're technically not locked into
Combat.
If you want,
Yeah.
if you could.
I do want to back out of here.
Okay.
And because I thought about this in the middle of combat after I busted in that door. Is I'm the one that has to concentrate on this, keep it quiet. So I kind of back out, and I know Krennic went above, so I'm gonna use my movement to get up on top of my feline, whatever it's called, speed to get up to the top of this wagon.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like, and you're just holstering your whips, or what are you doing?
Well, the one that was just gonna put them around me.
Okay.
Kind of back up.
All right, so you kind of holster them, just like cat claw your way up onto the back of the thing to get on even footing or even height with Krennic and this shrouded figure. Okay. The guy with the scarf, looking up above, trying to see, almost seems a little bit hesitant, but kind of sidesteps to a different position. Presumably underneath Krennic. Now, patient defense. Let me just look at something there.
No, patient defense is not still up.
Yeah, it's gone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, he does connect then.
Okay, do it.
And stabbing up into your taloned foot, which is like kind of pressed in on some of the cloth right now, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
So, Fitty.
Yeah.
I have cutting words. I know it sounds like cutting words, but I don't see what's required to cast it. Just says you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap confidence and competence out of others.
You can use your reaction and burn one of your bardic inspiration slots to creature that you can see when they make an attack roll. You can cause your reaction, and basically they have to subtract that number from their attack roll.
Shit, I should have called out because I was thinking about it the whole time, and I was like, shit, should I call it? Should I call it? Should I call it? I don't see it.
Yeah, technically you gotta do before damages.
Yeah, no, and that's the way it should be. So.
Yeah, but so that's the one I was thinking of that we dealt with before, where there was silence up that you can still affect.
Okay.
Like you can just kind of like distract them, or do that's my interpretation of it.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, all right. So your future reference. So this guy stabs up, and
oh wait, doesn't Gra have Sentinel?
I don't know. No.
Oh, I thought he did.
Gra, it's your turn.
So Filthy Purplehead, he is pretty heavily damaged, right?
He sure looks it, yeah.
Okay. Like, is he prone or anything?
Nope.
Not prone, he's just heavily damaged. I am going to, use the Iron Comet.
And
I'm gonna...
Just so you have a very clear picture, there's a very bloody body down on the ground next to you, a floating spectral hammer above you like your own Jiminy Cricket, 3 cultist guards all around you inside the cabin, including this more adorned leader, and a bunch of people have moved up onto the roof above you. You are all alone in terms of allies right now, surrounded by a bunch of cultists in a wagon.
If I attack with Iron Comet the Filthy Purplehead, does it go through the others?
It would have to, depends on how you're swinging it. Like if you're like,
I want to toss it
coming
straight
around.
forward.
Yeah, I mean you could go past them, but you're not gonna like hit the other guys.
I'm not going to hit it.
It's
There's
not
no,
a multi-attack.
It's not a
It's
multi.
not a multi.
I mean, like I would like if you had multi-attack, then you threw it one way and then like whipped it back. You know, I would buy that.
And if I hit this guy, I still have my movement after, right?
You do, but you are technically in melee range of another guy.
But I'm not engaged, right?
He did technically just stab up at Krennic, so true. I think it's actually. Tell me what you're gonna do, but I think you would be in range here, or what you'd be subject to an attack.
Well, no one else has attacked me yet, so I'm not engaged with anybody. I'm looking to kill Filthy Purplehead and then bail.
Yeah, hold on a second. I think it's just if you are in melee range that you would still provoke an attack opportunity. I'm just told.
Dude, you're like an invincible tank right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I'm
even if
thinking.
you provoked an attack
Yeah,
of
no,
opportunity,
if
no
you
one
moved-
could hit you.
If you move out of the reach of a hostile creature, he could still get an attack opportunity on you.
We're not. You got support. I think this
Alright.
is. I think you're doing the right
What are you
thing.
doing?
You just have one guy that's in range of you.
I'm hitting Filthy Purplehead. I'm gonna move in on Filthy Purplehead.
Yeah, you can pivot basically right under Krennic.
Yep, that's what's happening.
If you don't want to provoke an attack. Alright.
I'm getting right underneath Krennic, and I'm gonna hit Filthy Purplehead with my battle axe.
Okay, so that you can't do without provoking attack because you would have to get into melee range.
Wait, what?
Whereas you have a 5-foot range, like beyond you with the Comet. If you're using
thought
the
you-
axe, you have to get all up on his persons, and you'd be moving past 2 people. It wouldn't be a pivot.
So you can use the Iron
You'd literally
Comet
be
to
walking
hit
down
him.
a line of guys to
Oh.
axe this guy.
You can use the Iron Comet, not your
All right,
battle axe.
I'll just Iron Comet him.
Okay.
I commit him to death.
Hits.
Him to death.
And he drops. As just like you can't hear it, but you can just see the squish into his skull as this spiked ball on a chain just smashes into him, and his eyes just roll back. And he
Now
Probably
here's a question I
imagine
have.
that
I
sounds.
want to use maneuvering attack, but if I do that, I'm adding the damage roll to the thing I just hit.
Yeah.
So I can't change that at all,
No.
considering he's down.
I mean, you could still do it, but again, like that would only affect that guy's target.
Am I close enough to Dark Shrouded Figure to disarm him?
What?
Oh no, I can't disarm him because I have to hit him.
Attack the other guy. Yeah, you're done. You dropped a guy.
I'm gonna no, I'm not done. I'm gonna maneuvering attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna maneuvering attack Krennic,
Uh,
and I'll
You don't need to though.
at this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, the guy's down, and the
Yeah,
the
but Krennic's
freedom-
up there
the
with
freedom
Dark
that
Shrouded.
It would allow him only works on the guy that you hit. Right?
Not-
it says that the guy that you hit would not be able to make opportunity attacks. Against Krennic.
hit a creature with a weapon
It
attack.
only
you can
protects
spend-
him from the target of your attack. So basically, like if someone, like if Krennic was fighting someone right next to you and you hit them, Krennic could then disengage them while you fuck with them.
You like take the aggro.
The only reason I allowed it in the other situation is because narratively it made a lot of sense because
from the target
he was
of your
already
attack.
like
Okay,
in
okay,
monk
okay, okay.
super dodge mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need to burn
Alright,
that point.
yep.
You can have it back, but you're other than moving again, you're out of actions, I believe.
I will move slightly.
Okay.
I will move.
Whereabouts?
I will move. God, I don't like it at all. I will move back here into
Kill
the
them
corner of
all.
the cart.
Well, if you do
Ugh.
that, they're gonna
Take
get
the
an
opportunity.
opportunity attack.
Ah, god damn it! All right, I stay still.
Okay.
Just fuck him up.
All right. We're meandering on a bit along here. I'm gonna start just fucking executing things.
Yeah.
Grimlaw is Auric. As you take a step back from this amazing crossbow bolt shot, you now see Grimlaw poised and just kind of like almost just casually like fucking loading bow shots in from a safe distance, and he's plucking and firing and lining up an arrow that looks like he's going towards the guy.
If Grimlaw
opposite
fucking shoots me,
between Grot and the door right now.
I will kill him.
Let me switch over to
Cutting edge
Grimlaw's
stockings.
sheet.
I will murder this
And
guy.
He fires the shot and
Oh my
misses
Jesus.
completely. And an arrow just goes flying in one back door and out the front, hitting nothing and no one. Auric, what are you doing?
I am spiritual weapon that guy. The hit?
It misses.
That's fine. But I
It takes
do.
your bonus action to do that.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. So the circle thing.
Yeah.
Fuck. Is yeah, it's like there. It's next to Grot, and then I'm gonna do crossbow bolt again on that piece of shit. And
Oh yes, you are.
Oh!
You most certainly are going
shit.
to. You're still, even though Grimlaw might be smart, he still has to learn from the master.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he's still stupid.
Both of you are like continue to fire at targets, and once more you make the better shot.
do you remember what was it? What did we call it? The brown hole. That's exactly what just happened.
Like
I
the
feel
black
bad
hole.
for that guy.
Oh man. Okay. And are you holding here?
Oh, I am.
Okay. This guy is once more stabbing upwards. at Krennic.
What?
Misses both times, punching more
Ugh.
holes in the ground.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Careful. Watch your step.
And almost like you take one pointy stab in the foot and like move, and it's just enough to help you kind of be in motion to avoid the next two stabs from this other guy. And it's just then, as you see from the other direction, like all of your senses are firing right now, you see this shrouded figure swinging and slicing with both of his
I
short
duck.
swords again. You duck, but he connects. And as he connects the one time, he comes over top of that connect and hits with both.
You applied it to the wrong thing.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Thank
Dark
you.
Shrouded figure, he's going.
Yeah.
Uh oh no.
You killed Dark
Yeah.
Shrouded Figure.
Yeah.
He gets,
Yay!
he gets that back. It's-
Hey,
uh-huh.
sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Kyle, you said you had a 1 o'clock
I
cutoff.
do, but now that I'm here, I don't want to see this not happen.
Krennic,
Oh, right.
Ha.
you get
Shit,
sliced
gun.
Time.
pretty hard.
Alright.
Pretty hard. And as his blades connect, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Ooh. Oh, that's not something I'm good at.
Or
Time
is
to start
it?
it.
Or is it?
Thank God.
Pretty fast.
You feel a strange toxin enter your bloodstream.
Oh my
And
god.
it's all of your focus and energy to kind of force this thing out from your life force, and you kind of go diamond form for a moment,
You
Oh.
flexed it out of your muscles.
and you just reject it.
What did he
Oh.
try to hit him with? Or what did? Which was
As both of his blades connected,
Short
on
swords?
Krennic, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
he immediately looked strange and not right.
I love that you said thank God to the own monster
Yeah.
that you created.
I didn't tell you to do this. This guy's gone. I'm just gonna start removing unconscious or dead
Yeah.
guys. The guy flanking who just took an arrow kind of looks back, but sees nothing and no one to swing at, and just drives his dagger down at the only thing he can see,
Bruh.
which is Gra, and he misses.
That's right, he does.
Krennic, you
Yeah.
do not feel great.
I know. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Let's see. I'm going to.
I can, maybe, can
Yeah,
take a knee.
I'm going to disengage
Oh,
action.
Okay.
Do a cool monk like from the blows. I'm just gonna keep spinning,
Yeah.
and then I fucking just like somersault right off
back.
the edge of the caravan,
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
and then land right next to Oric. Oh,
Be an acrobat.
Shit. I'm gonna do it acrobatically. Barely a 1.
So there's like a very
off.
uncharacteristic stumble backwards.
Oh, the poison.
Krennic, and 9, as you're just sort of clambering over the edge here, you see him stumbling back, and you can see this, and he's kind of like taking a very unpredictable path before he like tries to do this flip, and you see his wings come out, and now Oric and Grimlaw, you see this too, and like he kind of stumbles back, like goes to do a backflip, and his wings come out in like almost like a Jesus pose, and he backflops and lands on the ground unconscious.
Oh no!
And you, Krennic, the last thing you see is the dark clouds covering up the moon once again. As you feel the thing that your body rejected seep into your open wound.
Oh
and
no!
just
You
completely
got
take
poisoned.
and you are unconscious and poisoned on the ground. 9, you are helpless in this very quick, chaotic moment, and see this guy with his blades out just kind of looking at you beneath his dark hood, and he's smiling, and it looks like he intends to continue on this path towards you.
Nothing that just happened went down was what I was expecting, so... Uh-oh.
What's the radius on your concentration? Like 60 feet?
It's a good distance. It's a good distance. Fuck. I'm trying to look through my things now.
Is that where Krennic rolled off to?
Okay.
Is he still in the same spot?
Shit.
I'm gonna make one friendly suggestion and ask that you guys try to have queued up in your mind what you're gonna do. I understand.
I
that
know,
you're a
I
little
did,
off foot, yeah.
but that did not go down how I was
Embrace the
expecting.
moment. What's your gut reaction telling you?
I'm gonna say... No.
Just pitch to me
No.
the thing, and then
Yeah,
we'll
no,
figure
alright,
it
I'm
out.
telling you right now.
Yeah.
No. And I do, it's my healing word. And I
Okay.
send it to Krennic,
Oh!
which is a 1d4 plus 4.
Okay. Interesting. Healing.
Here, I'll do this.
Oh.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this.
I mean, that was a pretty good.
Oh,
I like that the
keep
first
the
one
first
was a
one.
four.
Keep the first one.
Was
Yeah, we can keep the first one.
sorry,
So-
I'm a little confused with Krennic. Was he knocked out by the poison, or because he totally did like a somersault and landed on his face?
You have no idea.
Cool.
And so,
I mean, it's fair. Totally fair.
on
It's
top
right
of
in front
that,
of you, though.
so I know that guy saw me. I don't want him to see that I said that to Krennic in hopes that maybe he just is blood raged and thirsty for something. And then I just hop right back down and start heading over towards Oric.
Okay.
I'm being very cowardly right now.
Yeah, I am. All right, so you just kind of mouth the words "no," look down, and do your little healing magic. Hop
Yeah,
back
it's-
off the thing.
Where was Krennic? Where was his body?
Like
literally,
like
right
came
there.
like staggering like off of a diagonal kind of path, like back this way and just stumbled off and like went to like do a move, but you could tell he was like almost like drunk, staggering, and like tried to flip off.
But he was close
as
next.
one
To,
does,
oh, I see.
And then he literally backflopped and landed on the ground right next to the wreck.
That's
Okay.
Nearly fell in the hole in the top of the caravan.
So okay, all right. I didn't understand that. I thought he was still on top. for some reason.
And like
Okay.
as you whisper your words and jump down, like you see him kind of stir a little bit.
So here's yeah. I see the guy. I see what happened to Krennic, and then I look down. I jump down, run over towards Krennic, say no, and if I can pull him the rest of the way over here to me, because I only used like, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
whatever, 20 feet, 25 feet.
I'm into it. All right.
The silence didn't go down though, did it?
No, it didn't. I was
Okay,
trying to draw.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem.
Close enough.
Poor Gra. Gra.
Yeah, you guys better save me because I can't get away without
Look,
these
you got
advantage
really
attacks.
22.
We're gonna kill all of them.
They even if they took attacks of opportunity, they can't hit you.
Your AC is insane.
They seemingly cannot hit you. Gra, what are you doing? This guy just stabs at you like one-handed dagger, like.
No one can hit
but
you.
and you just.
You're invincible.
Does maneuvering
the gl-
attack work on me?
I
One
don't
of your
think so.
comrades is what the wording says.
No, it would not work on you.
All right, Gra.
It's basically like you are doing so much damage that you forcefully position this guy away from being able to affect one of your allies who's also engaged with them.
What is armored dragon cultist wielding? What's his weapon?
The adorned guy?
Yeah,
This guy-
adorned. Sorry.
Yeah, this guy's got a long sword and a short sword and was just like stabbing up at Krennic, and like has like kind of watched all of this unfold and is looking out the back of the wagon and seeing you in front of him.
All right, Gra's going to.
He was clearly the one in charge of these guys in the wagon.
Gra's going to. He's going to attack him with his great axe.
Okay.
With his great axe.
Okay.
Gonna slash at him.
Okay, that's damage. So if you could go ahead and. Oh, did you already? Oh, sorry, I missed the
Yeah.
roll to hit there. Okay.
A 19.
Yep, it does
I
hit.
see.
You do damage.
Do
Thank you.
baby.
Do. 190.
and then-
do.
I'm gonna use disarming attack on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll the 1d8 here to attack. And then disarm him. So he's carrying 2 weapons, so I'm assuming it's gonna take one of his turns to pick up one of the weapons.
Target must make a strength saving throw. And the DC for your maneuvers. Hold on. I don't know these things.
I don't either. It's
Battle
probably pretty high.
Master. I don't know. Fuck. Combat superiority. DC 8 plus your proficiency is 10. Strength and dexterity is 14. Like as you hit him and then try to like turn the attack against him, he uses his short sword to deflect and parry the disarming maneuver.
Bam. He still takes the extra damage though, right?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not able to do so without your axe just kind of grazing his arm and digging into him a little bit.
Nice.
Grimlaw fires another shot at the other guy. The cutting edge stockings. These are the cutting edge of fashion, I suppose. And he hits as an arrow connects and does max damage. And this guy just, you can see him doubled over, like clutching at the back of his rib cage. Auric.
Okay, so let me tell you everything I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do.
Go.
I want spiritual weapon on the fuckhead that Grimlaw just hit.
Just do the old 1-2 knock him out.
But
Yeah.
but just so I don't overstep my bounds and don't expend all the stuff, I also want to cast a Cure Wounds on Krennic. Give him a health not feed him a health potion, but just physically give him a health potion that he can use at a later time, and give him his staff that I'm holding on my back.
Okay,
And I
I'll
do all
say
of that.
if you don't move,
I'm not moving.
you can use your bonus. You can gesture towards the hammer and just hammer down, cast your healing spell, and use like your move to kind of just like hand him the shit that's not in your bag of holding, right? The health potion's just like on one of your pouches or something.
Yeah, I have the health potion.
Okay. The hammer conks down on this fucking guy, and nails him, but he like is still standing. Krennic, you like as the healing magic surges through you, purging the poison from your veins that you now know it is. You kind of like lean up from your back, flop off the ground, like kind of sit up, and like, oh fuck, what the hell just happened?
I
Poison!
give you a health potion that you can use. I've already deducted it from my inventory. Here's your staff.
Blah, 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 blah.
Go. Next person.
Yeah, the guy in front of you that you've stabbed is swinging back after he parries your blow and takes the crazy thing. He tries to kind of bring the sword around and slice at you. Hits. You take 5 points of
Is that-
damage and...
With resistance?
Oh, no,
Is he-
that would be...
Fucking resistance. That's
Yeah, so that'd be
right.
half of that. Sorry.
All damage.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
So that will be 2 points of damage.
I also
And
take
you
that.
also take 2 points of damage. There you go. He
Damn, dude!
swings the other
With nothing.
sword and misses completely.
Ow! Why haven't we done this before?
I
Yeah.
didn't have the rings.
Now everything's ready.
I had to buy the
Oh.
You're married, remember?
We're
Yeah, we're
online.
married now.
rings. Should I give all of you rings?
Now you see a ring on that finger.
You see this hooded figure above you with his blades out, looking down at you and your little circus you have going on here, and you see him just kind of like lightly hop over the hole.
Shit.
And he goes bounding over the roof and jumps down and lands behind 9.
Oh no! He knows the chick is up. Or is it?
Do I have
9, make a perception check.
Perceive him.
Do it.
Perceive him hard. Oh,
God
it's
damn it.
hidden.
Hold on, it's coming now. Oh, I was trying to drop it on him. I didn't know if that was gonna work.
Oh no, you still gotta do that one just on the table or the chat.
But how cool would that be?
I know. That would be
Perceive
you could
him.
perceive
noted. Inside the silence, you never hear or see him coming.
Oh no! No! We need that. Get ready to cast it again.
He's being very, very sneaky. He drops down on you and, like, with just 2 blades, one of them stabs into you from above, and you just fucking feel it, and the silence just disappears immediately.
Oh no.
Another blade comes down with it, forming this kind of forked attack, and also hits.
Oh wait, wait. I'm using.
Yeah?
I gotta use my things.
Okay.
Cutting words.
Got
Use the things.
Can I do that? Yeah.
You called it. You go ahead.
Fuck you. That's what I could say. And yeah. What is it?
Which thing are you using?
Words are cunt.
Cutting words. Let's see.
Cunt them.
Okay. And you have to roll for that, right?
I think so. I'm trying to see.
D4. I think only.
Bardic Inspiration die. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration die.
Which is, I think, a D6 right now? It's a D6.
Yeah, I think
right
it's just leveled up. Yeah.
now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just roll a D6.
Fuck. Okay.
That's
and
good.
Your
That's good.
AC is what?
Not great. 15.
15, okay.
That's good.
You don't see him, but you feel like the knees. Like if this guy's coming down and you're here, like his knees land on your shoulder back area, like they just landed there, and you can feel him kind of like getting ready to stab down. And as soon as he feel the knees, like you're in this just micro moment of a reaction, and I don't know, what do you do?
I use Eldritch Blast.
Well, I mean, wait.
Oh.
Get out of the way!
It's more like
Yeah.
more like, you know, role play kind
gotcha.
of thing of like
Oh,
how,
yeah, of
how are
course.
you cutting wordsing him?
I see. I say fuck you. I say fuck you.
And as you do so, like you completely catch him off guard. Like he wasn't expecting your cat-like
Oh
reflexes,
shit!
and you just see both blades with the poison dripping off the edges of each of them come like within a fucking inch of your fur, and you just shrug him off and roll him off to the side, and he kind of tumbles and catches himself and springs up between you and Krennic with his blades out. He's just like fucking anything. Needless to say, you did lose your silence though.
Okay.
Actually,
we go
you know what?
soon.
Just to be super fair. What? Concentration. I will give you the roll. Roll a Constitution save.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oops.
for the
You
side.
got this. You got this. Someone used luck on
Fairly
him.
high considering the situation.
Oh!
Maintain it.
Holy shit! All those ones and twos,
God.
and you just rolled it on the most important one.
We had to have this one.
This guy who just got conked over the head with the thing is kind of woozy, not in the greatest spot right now, but still manages to get like another dagger swipe towards you. And just as he's like coming back, like almost in this drunken master state, swipes and connects
Gra.
to Gra. You only take 2 points of the damage.
Oh,
Oric
no.
as well.
I'm sorry, Auric.
That's fine.
This is what it's like to be a hill giant.
And we're back to Krennic, who's now like sat up.
Yeah.
You're kind of like in an L shape right now, just like sat up on the ground.
Yeah.
And like you
With the
just
health potion
and,
in my
like,
hand.
Yeah, like you don't know how much time passed, but you kind of come up. Everything's still silent as can be, and this figure just landed behind you, and it's the
That
same
guy.
guy who just fucking poisoned you.
Oh shit. Okay, well, here's all the things I would like to do. Stand up,
Okay.
quaff the
Add
potion,
your move action. Yeah.
and then attack the guy.
Potion takes your action.
It's in my hand already.
All right, I'll give you the bonus action on that.
Alright, thank you. So then, yeah. And then I quaff that potion. What is that? 2d4 plus 2 or what is it?
Yeah. Yes, 2d4 plus 2. And so, 9, did you take that out of your inventory already?
9.
Which one?
The healing potion? Or who gave you the healing potion? Oric or?
It's
Nine?
Orc.
Oh, yeah.
I think Auric
Yeah,
said
I
you
didn't.
did.
It was
Yeah.
a regular healing potion.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You rolled
yeah.
high, sir.
Right, yeah. So 2d4 plus 9 gave me 9 points.
Yeah.
Do you want
You are at only 6 points.
Okay. Yes. And then because I'm holding the staff with the other hand, because Orc put it there,
Yeah, yeah.
I bring it down.
Okay.
And on guy.
Wow.
on guy.
Oh.
On
On
guy.
guy.
Oh,
max
max damage.
On the guy.
Okay.
Right on guy.
Alright.
Right on
You
guy.
bring it down on guy, and
That's it.
You are back in this.
That's all I
9.
got.
You're up
That's
again.
all I got.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That guy needs to get closer to this silence. I don't want him
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing that tentacle whip at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Using the.
Yeah.
Yep. Using
Go
your
ahead.
items.
Okay.
You let that thing crack, and he just expertly like ducks under it, and
Okay, and then with that action, or with that, I'm gonna try to take a couple steps back behind.
okay. Yeah,
Krennic.
he's you based on him and Krennic's engagement, he's just beyond you, so you could move freely.
I'm trying to dance like a zenyatta around my
Yeah.
my tanks,
Nice.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep the fly like a kite behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a diamond.
Grau, this guy is positioning near his ally, and seeing him get a hit in, he tries to do the same, but is unsuccessful. You're up.
Oh man, it's my favorite country. I'm gonna great axe. Go for the great axe on the cohort. I'm gonna see him maneuvering, and I'm like, "Fuck you, buddy."
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna fucking haul ass on him.
Ooh! Yep, that's a pretty strong hit. Yes. Still looks
Pretty strong.
pretty durable. Yeah.
Or is it
Cutting
or is
edge
it-
stockings.
Yeah, it is.
Or is it like a trip attack kind
Oh.
of? You're prone
Oh shit! Now
on
it's
the
prone,
ground.
baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 more damage on Scarf guy.
On Flex Scarf. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
prone.
Okay, so if the target must make a strength saving throw.
Good luck.
And you hit him, and he sort of kicks
Crumbles?
his leg out and does not fall.
Oh shit.
Oh,
They're both
saved
critical in there though.
Yep. Grimlaw, knocking another arrow, has his sight set on this
Come on.
shrouded figure.
Good thing he's not prone.
Yeah, I know,
Oh
right?
no, out the outside.
Fires and misses.
Oh boy, Grimlaw, not smart.
Oric,
What a dumb fuck.
Okay.
knowing that you are just on the ring of silence, you can feel and almost hear the rain just beyond your reach here.
Shit. Is he out of the Ring of Silence?
You sense that he might be, based on your in and out.
He did not want to
Okay.
make noise the whole
I-
time though.
I want to get enough of so I may actually come out here. I want to get enough of a running head start, and I just want to fucking gut check him
Ooh.
right into the cone of silence.
Okay.
What does it sound like?
Shove.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's this is like with I would say that this is an attack with his hammer.
Yeah, I
It's
would just say like you like
but
run
a
with your hammer and
fucking
just like kind of like
push.
"Brah!" like use
Yeah.
like the hammer to.
Yeah,
Alright, just
yeah,
roll
yeah.
the attack die on him with the hammer. It's not going to
Okay.
be the same damage die if you hit because of the maneuver, but it's going to give you some benefit.
There you go.
You fucking just like a short, stocky linebacker come charging in from an angle, and like the intention is to like just shove him as hard as you can in.
Yep.
All right, roll. Just roll a d6 for me.
How about all
You-
6 of
you-
them?
You like, I mean, he gets his blades up to stop it, but you just like shove him back, and like his back hits against the corner of the wagon. For a
Like,
little bit
I
of
want to
damage.
get right in his face, like full aggro. I'm pissing this guy off, and then for
Yeah.
my bonus action, I'm gonna drop that cutting edge stockings, fucker,
Okay.
with my
spiritual weapon.
Dude, you're full on paladin right now. Got spiritual hammer.
the bonus
Claire
action.
King, like a mother trucker.
Now
The smile.
I'm gonna have to say that your spiritual connection to this hammer,
Uh-oh.
you can, with disadvantage, swing in the region that it was that you can no longer see. You have no sight inside the wagon there.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I
Or-
don't. Where's the wagon
No,
end?
you've got this guy pinned against the wagon. The wagon is up above you, still very much covered and intact on this corner. Now you still can sense your weapon. You can just wildly swing it again, wherever it was, or you can have it come to you and swing at this guy if you wanted to.
Oh.
I wanted to swing
But
it.
you are blind to anything inside the wagon from
Yeah,
this
I'm
position.
gonna. There's enough people. I'm gonna have it swing it fuck face down here.
Okay.
Dark
Alright.
shrouded.
The wagon, like the hammer, just
Dumb
comes
fuck.
shooting out of like the opening in the thing, and just comes. You can see it arcing above in the air, like just illuminating the night sky in the rain. And it just
Perfect.
comes smashing down and whooshing past this guy and kind of like hovering in front of you in the air, just behind him.
It hits you in the face.
Moving in with his blades poised towards you. Ground, they're all trying to just form a bunch of Mickey Mouse silhouettes on you. He swings his long sword and his short sword, missing both times.
Whoa.
This guy,
Oh, what's it
seeing this like hammer around him, sort of
I am
tries
a
to
god!
sidestep around it and put you between him and Krennic, and he slices with both of his blades almost in unison at you.
Uh-oh.
Oric.
Do I take Oryx damage too?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's just one way.
First one looks like it's gonna hit. Second one looks like it misses as you react to the first blow connecting. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you got this.
As. Okay. Yep. I'll do that.
With advantage? to poison,
I
or
am a
what?
dwarf and I have resistance to poison.
Thank you.
Oh.
So dwarven resilience.
Fortitude.
Yep.
Yeah,
Turn
resilience.
advantage on before you roll that.
Oh shit. Good luck, son.
Oh no!
A luck potion or luck.
Okay.
This is a good time for that.
That's just one more dice, right?
Yeah. You just get one.
Oh
Yeah. Damn.
my god! Oh, the dice.
The bad luck.
The dice against
you
you.
feel the one blade that connected, and you can feel it both in your body and his fucking mischievous smile. That he's quite pleased with himself. As you feel a weakness kind of take over your dwarven resilience is not even strong enough to stop it.
Oh, it's
from
not
really
bad.
taking effect.
That could be worse.
This guy who just got the connecting blow on you last attempt is swinging again, feeling more and more confident, but misses. Krennic,
Grog chuckles.
you see Oric and start to put two and two together about what happened to you up on top there.
Yeah. It's got poison. Ugh. I can't do anything about that. But I can come over here and just use everything I can.
Monk him up.
Muck the shit up.
Okay.
So, for that guy.
Oh.
That hits.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna flurry of blows to unarmed with elbow and. Oh wait, I can't do that.
That's what it would sound like, but I don't hear anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
for it.
misses. First one misses.
And then.
That
19
definitely
though.
hits. Okay.
There we go,
And
there we
you,
go.
You crack him and
Max damage.
Oh shit, that red! Oh shit, that red!
He's looking
Oh
red.
shit,
Like,
that red! Ah. Yeah.
And he's looking at you again, and he kind of just has a look of regret for not finishing you off like he thought he did. 9.
I look over there, and it looks like they're handling this dude. Like, you know, you just see, like you'd see in a street fight, just two people beating the shit out of somebody on the ground. And I'm standing here purposefully by the doorway to the caravan here, and I look in and I use my my regular steel whip.
Yeah.
And I again I go for the arms of the adorned dragon cultist.
Okay. So
that
for
uppercut
your,
whip.
your steel whip, you are going to have to get within. You would have to climb
10
into
feet?
5 feet with that one.
What's the
Tentacles.
tentacle one?
10 feet.
Oh, well then we're using tentacle.
Okay.
I didn't realize.
Then, where you've indicated would be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're kind of climbing up the back of the wagon and just.
Yeah. I'm trying to help Gra with this guy.
Okay. The tentacle sort of cracks and reaches out and just brushes past and misses.
Awesome.
Holding there. Anything else?
Mm.
Can you get out? Will that
Yeah.
provoke
Just
opportunity?
bounce right. I mean, I'm too far away for.
Sorry. Okay. Hopping in. Hopping back out.
Yeah.
The dagger-wielding guy with the scarf to the north slices and connects, only doing 2 points of damage after all said and done. Brings another 2 to Oric. Gra, you're up.
Will you? All right. I see that these guys are pretty low. I wanna-
The 2 lackeys are definitely looking pretty fucked up.
I want to pick up Cutting Edge Stockings by the neck and throw him into Flax Scarf.
Okay, you can certainly try.
All right. How do I
Holy
roll
shit.
that?
Just roll your Iron Comet attack. So just the attack roll and drop it on him. has the same bonuses I would need. And you, so I think the last thing you had out was your axe.
Yeah.
So you just taking the axe in one hand and grabbing this guy with the other.
Yeah. And just
Picking him
putting him right into the other guy, just smashing him down into him.
Okay. You grab him and smash him. Roll Iron Comet damage onto the first guy, the stockings. And
How's that for max damage?
Yeah, and actually, this guy's gonna roll a dexterity save. Rolls a natural 20. So as you lift up stockings and just go to smash him down, this guy like takes the chaotic moment to just kind of backstep, just a touch as you smash his ally's corpse down right where he was.
Did I do damage to him?
You do not. He rolled a natural 20 on his dex.
Okay.
Grimlaw hops down, kind of in parallel to 9. Oops.
Uh-oh.
And,
We're busted, guys.
And with his bow out, kind of draws back and fires towards this guy, the shrouded figure. He
Nice,
hits,
finally.
Okay.
There we go.
and an arrow just grazes as this guy is still sort of bobbing and weaving. Oric, what are you doing?
I'm definitely using my spiritual weapon.
Oh.
You connect and hit pretty forcefully, and he still stands.
Oh my god.
Wow. He's invincible.
I am using my warhammer.
Okay.
Not even your
With
work
at-
hammer.
with
Oh
my
no.
luck, with my luck. My luck.
Oh.
It's
my
your last luck?
Last luck.
Yep.
Last luck.
Please don't be another one.
Jesus, a natural 1. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
as your hammer smashes down, and you almost in the slick rain grip on your hammer, almost drop it. You kind of see the symbol of your god shining and bludgeoning the fuck out of this guy from behind, and you find and steal resolve within yourself and almost grab it as it's dropping out of your hands, and from this low vantage point, just fucking come up under this guy's jaw and just just see him go flying back into the dark rainy night and just slams down on the ground.
Oh god,
Dead.
it feels so good.
I just imagine like you took out your hammer and you held it by the wrong end. And everyone's like, but then right at the last second, you like flip it around, super cool, and then like comes down extra hard on his head.
As that unfolds, 9, Grimlaw sidesteps in next to you and kind of taps you on the shoulder. It kind of gives you like the hand symbol and gestures, like holding up like almost like someone keeping a barrier up, and points at like all of the action and chaos swarming around you two, and kind of indicates like the wagons around you, and like does like a keep everyone in here so we can stay quiet kind of thing, like he thought he saw someone or something moving.
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah, and I look at him like, yeah, no shit.
Who's the dummy now?
Swinging at you, missing with his long sword and his short sword. Is the leader.
God, that's amazing.
This guy is not waking up. And Krennic, what are you doing?
Yeah. I see him go down, and it's just like I'm stunned for a moment that he finally died. He was a worthy foe. I immediately go inside to help Gra.
Okay.
So I can get to there. 25.
You can go over, right?
Oh yeah.
You can fly. You can
listen
go
up.
50.
Into the hole. You made a hole
yeah.
on the top.
Well, I mean, I basically just want to get from there to there,
Okay.
and then just get to Adorn Dragon Cult, and then just like on my way in, flying dragon kick. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna use my quarterstaff. Quarterstaff first.
Oh, there we go.
You
There we go.
connect. Yeah, you come flying in. Crack.
Nice.
God, and then flurry
hit.
of blows.
Okay.
I'm going.
God damn, how
with
many
the knee.
blowjobs you got?
Probably
Uh-oh.
miss.
That misses.
Is that okay? And then next one, elbow.
That
Okay.
one connects.
Yes. Good.
All right.
That's it.
And he's looking a little dazed after that elbow connects.
Oh.
Okay.
9. You don't see anything that Grimlaw is talking about, but as far as you can tell, your silence has kept things pretty secretive at this point.
Yeah, 9's really getting tired of missing things, so he's gonna walk back in here and he's gonna Eldritch Blast the shit out of. He's gonna beanbags.
No more
this,
silence. No more silence
or
if
him
you do
assist-
this.
No, it's not a
No,
concentration.
it's not concentration.
Oh, okay.
It's a cantrip.
Eldritch
Same idea. You should be
beanbag
able to drag the
Oh,
attack
it's a
roll from
cantrip.
Eldritch Blast onto him. 'Cause
from
it's
the
an attack
beanbag
roll.
lands.
And technically, just like a former tiefling in another part
Like
of
that?
the world, you do have 120-foot range on that thing. But you certainly do
Yeah, I
hit.
know.
Yeah, you
He's just
like,
not happy
fucking-
about it.
Just you walk it up and just roll damage on him.
The old beanbag. I haven't seen that in forever.
I'll get ready to see some of it, just
Like-
a little bit.
Yeah, and the force of this blast just kind of shocks him back a little bit, but he doesn't take too much damage. Are you holding there?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just keep moving out of Grimlaw's way.
Okay. This guy just completely focused on the massive form of Gra in front of him. Stabs and misses. Gra, what are you doing?
Gra, I'm gonna try something a little outside the box here. I'm gonna attack cultist Flax Scarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is I want to look Adorned Dragon Cultist in the face like he's defeated, and I want to break Flax Scarf's neck like it's nothing, and just look at him like, you could die or you can live, up to you.
Shit.
Okay. All right. Make the same idea. Make the Iron Comet attack roll on that guy just to kind of like grab him and crush his throat. And you, it's not the prettiest thing, but you connect and you just feel the jugular, and you start
The
crunching.
juggy. And I look at this guy and I'm like, I give him like the you can live if you want to kind of face.
The scarf guy or the cultist guy?
The Adorned Dragon Cultist, as I just like manhandle this guy's throat.
With advantage, make an intimidation check.
We'll do this. Hold on, I gotta move these maps out of the way. Sorry. Advantage. Boop. Not the best. 17 though.
17.
You see Adorned Dragon Cultist kind of like looking at all the bodies on the ground in the wagon, looking at all of you slowly overtaking him and this very wounded guy to his right. He kind of just raises his arms up and drops both of his swords. And kind of just
Oh my
Gra nods at him. And he drops the body he just windpiped.
that guy.
Wait, is that guy
is-
actually dead?
No, he's not dead, but he's definitely like in fetal position. Like,
I finish him off.
Kill the other guy.
you killed
Okay,
the guy on
yeah.
the ground. You were
I kill Flax Scarf.
Okay. You just fucking coup de grace. Like you move over and coup de grace, and Krennic, you see this guy immediately look to his weapons as Gra does this.
And I just do like a.
Yep. Yeah, I look
Okay.
at Krennic and I nod at him.
Alright, Gra, you move over and just crush this guy. We are out of initiative order as this guy stands here.
I have,
Kind of.
We
I've-
did it!
What?
We did it! All right, we gotta go on body duty and get all the bodies in this cart
and then drag him
immediately.
inside.
Yep.
Does
Yeah.
actually, yeah, we could. And what if we just lit the cart on fire? and
No,
then
no,
everybody
it's
just
our cart
died
now.
inside?
It's our cart. We don't even know what's in here.
I mean,
It
after
even-
we loot it, we light the cart on fire, and that's the thing that.
That's really. I think we need to get out of the limelight a little bit after we fixed the cart. Everybody saw us. And then there's a fire close to our cart. I just think we should if we could ditch it off the road at some point.
I'm gonna put it out there. It's up to you guys. Do we want to say the cliffhanger is this guy dropping his weapons and standing in this still
Yeah.
silence?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
Yeah,
that. Let's do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Up there next time.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
we'll have a week to think about it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Also,
fine.
it's raining, so we can't.
It's raining. It's nighttime. Most of the people are, again, like this is almost like an RV park on the road that just
Yeah.
stops at night.
We have a
Oh
we have
my
a cart
God.
full of like 8 dead bodies now.
This is what happens when
just
we're
saying,
when
like-
we're seen.
Yeah. Fire could cover it up, or we could try moving the cart. But the silence is location.
It was a
based, it's not-
terrible lightning bolt strike.
Yeah.
So just to be clear,
act of God.
silence is a location, not like on an
Right.
object.
Well,
Right.
that's an
Like, if
interesting
you-
question, but as
if
far as
you-
I know, a location is what was cast upon for this.
It wasn't moving.
So, but if you cast it, so hypothetical, if you cast silence on a, for example, a cart, would it then move with the cart if the cart were moving?
Yeah,
Ooh, it's like a controlled environment question. I like it.
it would.
It would. Okay, that's good food for
Very,
thought.
very much like casting light on an object versus
Mhm.
a spatial position.
Okay.
When a spell says that it's centered on a point that you choose, that point could be the surface of a thing. And
Okay.
if that point that you're attached to moves, it's like a parent constraint.
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
You know what? But that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense to all of us. So
Yeah, right.
I love
know.
it.
All right. Well, I like
Yup.
it. Neat.
I have so many ideas, guys. So many
I know.
ideas.
I know. Oh.
There's so much good stuff that just happened, and we didn't die or get caught for once.
I know you gotta trust in that silence, man. I
I-
knew you were gonna be strong as fuck in there.
Dude, you ruined it. And
Dude,
like
Casey,
the AC on buff on me, fucking nuts.
Casey, you may have rolled like shit the entire night, but the
Oh, yeah.
one time we needed you to not roll
Yeah.
like shit.
Rolled a
was the
19.
Yeah, I
Silence.
guess that was alright.
time.
You know, the rest of it was.
You did it. You did it.
You definitely tried really hard to get rid of all those 1s, 2s, and 3s.
That the guy we
Yeah.
just disarmed tried to hit me all of his turns and didn't successfully hit me once.
Mhm.
He stabbed me in the feet though.
Oh, yeah, he kicked you off the
Okay.
fucking. Fucking nuts.
Mm.
Well, boys, with that,
Wow.
I must go to sleep so I can work in a
GG.
couple hours.
Yeah. Me too.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Fiddy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Fiddy. That was